All right, welcome everyone to Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight, Quentin Namson, Kenny Barnhart, Silas and Caden in the Hall of Fame, Earl Rhineland. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Going back as far as another thing that I saw last night really blew my mind. 6 out of their 7 games, they have outscored more than 20 points off of turnovers. Only one game they've scored less than 20 points off of turnovers.
And one of the shocking things about this team is that they, even though they're JV and most of them are freshmen, and you got a few. Well, actually, I'm sorry, you only got 2 sophomores. So there's a super young team, but they move the ball like they're varsity. And you watching them out there, sometimes it's like, holy cow, is that a varsity team?
And the ball movement, they know where everybody's at, and they can whip that ball around and expect it, and they work as a team.
And I told Coach Caleb Ochin when I talked to him this year a couple times after those couple of games, I said, you could blindfold these guys, and I'm pretty sure they could find one another on the floor. So we're about 13 seconds away. We're going to have the starting lineups, and after that, we'll be back for the tip-off right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Varsity contest between the Triton Trojans and your LaVille Lancers. Now to make tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the Trojans. Starting 1 guard at 5'8" Southport, number 3, plays Hensley. Starting 2nd guard at 5'8" freshman, number 10, Jameson Swanson. Starting 3rd guard at 5'10" freshman, number 12, Levi McFarland. Number 1 forward, 5'11" Southport, number 20, Colton Large. Starting the other forward at 5'11" freshman, number 34, Max Johnson. Chosen the coach by Caleb Ochin. Now let's make the starting lineup for your Lancers. Starting 1 guard, 6' Southport, number 3, Caleb Skiles. Starting the other guard, 5'9" freshman, number 5, Trent Blaney. Starting forward, 6'1" Southport, number 10, Cameron Brown. Starting the 2nd forward, 5'10" freshman, number 24, Hudson Rush. Starting 3rd forward, 6' freshman, number 25, Connor Mitchell. Thanks to the coach by Brian Dill.
All right, and the starting lineups out there settle in as Colton Large gets away to greet Cameron Brown at center circle. I told a few of these guys during New Year's that we might start calling JV games, and a couple of them, my eyes really lit up when I said, and they're like, really? Regular season? Oh, we're going to call them. Ball's up, and LaVille controls the tip as Leidig brings it up. Works it to the right side patiently as Hudson Rush. Finds Brown top of the key, lost the handle, and Max Johnson comes away with the basketball. Swanson up the floor. You want to look at a great ball handler, check out this young man here. Swanson working against. Stops on the right wing. Finds Johnson top of the key. On to Colton Large underneath. He battles underneath. Skips it across. Blaze Henley. Corner 3. Can't hit that one off the side iron. Levi McFarland tips it out of bounds. Lancers have the ball back.
Trojans are really going to need to be hitting those outside shots if LaVille is going to be sitting in that zone.
Skiles to inbound. Full court pressure defense by the Trojans. McFarland going to track him here.
Oh, good help.
Tipped up there. Max Johnson rips it away off the steal. McFarland drives to the left side of the lane with the floater up off the window. Bank is closed. Rebound there controlled by Hudson Rush. Leidig with the basketball. Here comes the double team. They'll try and find a way to break this press, and does. Good defense by Triton on the man-to-man defense up the floor. Mitchell now on the left wing. Works it up on top there to Brown. Leidig here on the near side. Goes to Rush. Good heavy screen there set by Connor Mitchell. He gets the basketball on the wing. Now to Skiles. A lot of length of this LaVille JV team. Watch them in warm-ups. Future's bright up here for LaVille as well as this Triton team you see on the floor. Gotta like the patient approach here by LaVille, being because Triton very aggressive defense, trying to see if they can get that defense to bite, Q.
And that's all you need is you just gotta keep swinging the ball, and eventually the defense is gonna give out, or they might foul. You never know.
High pass goes to Mitchell, close to the sideline, keeps his feet clear of it. Knocked away by Large, but Brown controls it. Long possession here. A minute and a half gone here in the first quarter. Large guarding Rush out near the half-court line. Skiles gets it in the short corner. Feeds it down in rush, and a foul call on Colton Large coming here.
Of course, his first, team's first.
Skiles going to trigger the inbound here. Scanning, waits for the left, trying to go to the left side. Oh, good find to
pass.
rush, blocked by Levi McFarland. Large in transition. Goes to Swanson on the left wing. Swanson scanning across the way, tries to feed it down. Was expecting Johnson to kind of fill that lane, no one home.
Of course, you got to remember, it's been 3 weeks since they've played.
A minute.
That's what I was thinking about today. You know, we have not played.
Yeah,
We played 3 girls games since the last time we played. Swanson and Leidig trying to find position with one another.
so just like you guys had a little rust there on that Saturday with the girls' game.
Oh, you're telling me there is plenty. There is plenty of rust Saturday. The Christmas break hangover, as they say. Orion we were still trying to figure out how to get things put back together. We was like, we were doing this 2 weeks ago. Ripped away, Blaze Hensley with the steal. Lost the dribble, and a foul call there going to be called on Connor Mitchell, I believe.
It was his first, LaVille's first.
Both teams off to a slow start, but
You're trying to, school just started up yesterday, for us at least.
the gears got to start turning again.
Levi McFarland, three-pointer, count it, the assist to Max Johnson. Tipped by Hensley off the steal, off the inbound. Steps back, skips it right there to McFarland, but ripped away by Cameron Brown. Good play by him. Skiles with it, exits the center, circle left, goes to Mitchell. Up top to Brown. Leidig with on the right wing, Swanson stuck to him. Rush trying to find some space against Blaze Hensley. This Triton defense, very active hands, as you see there from Levi McFarland on cue. One-on-one fast break. He goes up with the right hand. Bank is closed. And the rebound there to Skiles, and McFarland continue to defend up the floor after the missed shot, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lancers. And that's one thing with this group that is just so impressive with this JV team at a young age. When the play breaks down or something doesn't quite bounce their way, they find a way to recover quickly.
They do a great job of just swinging the ball. And I mean, that's like one of the most beautiful things about basketball is you don't need to play all the time. You just need to be able to swing the ball, move, cut.
3 for Rush off the mark. Brown with the rebound for the Lancers. Throws it away from the baseline, finds Leidig. Out of Mitchell, top of the key, back to Leidig. Try and change up their look on defense, and Swanson intercepts the errant pass. Good defense by Leidig, stuck to him. Swanson drives. Out of Hensley. Inside the free throw line with the runner. Good defense there by Mitchell, knocks it away. Skiles with the loose ball, back go the Lancers. So remember, first substitution for LaVille here coming momentarily. Brown top of the key. Goes to Leidig, now to Skiles. Ooh, Leidig had to track that one down. It was close. Ochin wanting that call there. Good find. Mitchell underneath. The assist to Rush. Now we got some offense starting to generate for both sides.
LaVille.
Swanson for 3. Can't connect. Max Johnson boxes out, gets the rebound. Big man goes up underneath with the floater. Can't drop it in. Lid still sealed for the Trojans. Brown comes away with the rebound. Leidig left wing, transition 3, partially blocked there. Max Johnson falls on it, hangs onto it, jump ball, and Triton takes back over. Jaden Arnett checking in for Blaze Hensley, and Griffin Smith checking in for Connor Mitchell. And Jaden Arnett is one that I'm really liking this kid's game. He uses that long arms, Kenny. He can block about anything that's in his vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, he just, anything comes through there, and he's anticipating going for it.
And a shooter, going to turn into a pretty good one as he continues to develop. Good back and forth movement. Large couldn't quite track it down, and he's going to come a little too hot there towards Skiles, and he'll pick up another foul for him.
That's something that LaVille they've always done is they'll be in a man, but they switch everything, so sometimes they look like a zone. So when you set that ball screen on top, you got to almost screen your own guy. that's what's going to really just free it up. But great job right there by LaVille. And like you said, just a little too hot coming in, try to get that steal.
And that's actually his second. So 2 fouls here in this first quarter for Large. He's going to have to sit down for a little bit.
And Triton only goes 7 deep with their JV team. A lot of upperclassmen. Arnett trying to fight for the steal. Look at that. Good job to play the passing lane by Arnett. Up top to McFarland. Lays it for Swanson. Final minute and a half here of the first quarter. Feeds it down. Johnson just couldn't get it to convert. And Griffin Smith with the rebound, and back go the Lancers. Trying to some of the bunny shots just not quite dropping for him here in this first quarter. Rush down the right side. Up on top to Brown. Wings it on over to Griffin. Smith leaves it for Skiles. Gets it right back to the low block, and Triton knocks it away. Good defense by Blaze Hensley to get a hand on top of that ball. Harlow's awake.
He's out of it, so he's like, how did I end up here?
Brown on the backside, on the far side corner, and just throws it away. The Triton varsity players get the loose ball.
Might have had a cooler on the ground if that ball was a little lower.
A little bit lower.
But great job right there by Coach not to touch the ball. Coach Groves did that. It's a technical, so don't do it.
Yes. Johnson now hands it off to Hensley.
Ooh, good shot fake.
Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Rattles out. Both sides, the lid sealed tight here in this first half. Leidig in the corner now. Pull-up jumper from the baseline. Off the top of the backboard. Nothing. Brown's put back, no good. And Swanson gets the rebound. Up the floor to McFarland. He'll drive with the runner. Can't drop it in. Max Johnson goes back up, draws the foul, and one opportunity coming for Max Johnson.
It can't be too easy or else it's not going to go in.
Exactly. I never heard of an and one opportunity ever being easy. At least in my experience.
You're not wrong. Like Coach Duff always said, if you're going to foul him hard.
So Leidig picked up his first, team's second.
And he gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Leidig. They'll work it up to Rush. Knocked away from Blaze Hensley. Fighting for it. Jump ball is going to be the call, and LaVille hangs on to it. 7.4 to go here in the first. Max Johnson now 12 of 21 on the season from the free throw line. Oh, I guess, yes, 12 of 21.
There's those long arms again.
Arnett running out of time, finds Swanson. Takes a look at the clock, 3 seconds. Trying to find somewhere, blocked by Brown. The putback at the buzzer, short of the mark, doesn't quite connect. And that'll do it for the first. Triton leads 6-2. And for Triton, the last time they scored 6 points was against Northwood in the first quarter.
Yeah, just I think a little bit, like I said, this little bit of this rust. You know, it's been 3 weeks since
it's been a minute or two
since they played.
When did they go back to school?
Monday.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
See, Monday is going to be. Yeah, this is my first full week of like work again too. So I totally get it. He's trying to get back into the swing of things.
Yep.
Especially after a nice long break like that.
You know, you'll have that 1 week Christmas week. Usually don't do a whole lot of anything. So
all you got really is you just got basketball practice and hopefully Coach Groves doesn't listen to this part, but I mean during Christmas he usually kept
he's going to listen now.
He kept it kind of light sometimes. It was nice, you know. You don't want to kill the players over their Christmas break. It's one of those times that you actually get a really nice break before Bi-County. Bi-County coming up. You want your players to be somewhat rested, but at the same time you want them to keep them in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's called giving you some hope.
Yeah. I still remember the one Thanksgiving that we had. I talking to Ben Montabano or even my cousin, like the older practices. Thanksgiving it was don't even touch a basketball. Don't even think about the basketball. We're gonna get you back in shape. Trash cans in every corner. But we had one practice like that and never ever wanted that again. I still have nightmares about it.
Hensley, Swanson, Arnett, Johnson, and Brady Wood out there for the Trojans. Skiles, Ladig, Dylan Miller, who just checked in at between the quarter break, out there with Griffin Smith. And Cameron Brown, who tips it there. He gets credit with the steal as Skiles goes in the fast break, finds Miller, alley-oop, too strong. Brown with the follow-through, gets it knocked away by Max Johnson, and back go the Trojans. Up the floor, Miller swats it right back to back-to-back turnovers for either side to start here in this quarter. Skiles down to Brown, and Brady Wood tries to knock it away.
It'll be his first foul. Of course, team's first for this second quarter.
Caleb Skiles going to trigger the inbound, finds Cameron Brown on the elbow. Hands it off to Ladig. Feeds it down in. Good find to Griffin Smith underneath, and he'll get the basket.
Good offense right there. Good movement. Good patience.
Smith, right place, right time. Brady Wood for three. And Brady buckets, connects off the assist from Blaze Hensley from beyond the arc. Dylan Miller.
There it goes. Scoreboard was messed up a little bit.
Skiles gets it, trying to change up their defense. Miller tries the three, off the back iron, too strong. Tipped around, Brady Wood comes away with the rebound. Doesn't have the numbers, but he's going to attack anyway, showing off some strength. Bank is open as Brady Wood back-to-back baskets for him to start the second quarter.
Yeah, 5 points right off.
And I like this move and bringing Arnett up top to try to disrupt the passing lane and trying to get called for the foul.
Yep, Hensley's going to pick up his first, team's second.
And this JV team for Triton, one thing that's always been impressive, yes, they may not have the numbers down there on the bench this season, but yet this group plays the entirety of a game very well.
And they've all been playing together at, some stage they've been playing. And they just know how each other works, and it's shown this season.
Levi McFarland checks in for Blaze Hensley. So Blaze gets a break.
LaVille going to show a different defensive scheme as well. Great job breaking that press.
McFarland in the corner, leaves it for Swanson. He'll drive, feeds it down to Max Johnson. Waits patiently for the defense to come to him, and he'll draw the foul.
So Brown's going to pick up his first, team's first.
Max Johnson, I told you before the season started, I said this kid's footwork, for as muscled up as he is impeccable. And then the more this kid continues to develop, you may see a really good post player down there for Triton for years to come here.
Oh, and like you've said, if he just hits even if he gets 4 or 5 inches, watch out. He is going to be an animal.
He's going to be a monster underneath in the paint. You're not going to go travel underneath to greet in the low block. Ladig tries to go down to Griffin Smith. He'll drive the baseline, skips it to Miller. Corner three for the lefty. Blocked by Jaden Arnett.
That was a great recovery.
Brady Wood drives with the Euro step up. Banks open, and one opportunity coming for Brady Buckets.
Skiles has picked up his first, team second.
So Wood settles in.
Yeah, he hasn't been to the line yet this evening.
The second Trojan to get to the line, I believe. And he gets 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
And just in this quarter, Brady, I believe, has...
Oh, there's another block by Arnett.
Arnett again showing off the fancy hands.
Ooh.
Wood goes up. Got hit in the head, no call. And Arnett and Brown collide for the jump ball call, and it goes to the Lancers. Brady Wood got hit pretty hard on the way through. Got to remember, JV only got 2 officials. You're not going to quite see everything on the floor.
And I see our scoreboard's having a little issue.
So Triton leads right now 16-4. Levi McFarland knocks it out of bounds. Just give Kenny props. It's just that little bit of gray in the back there just doesn't seem to like. OCR doesn't like it very much. So 4:31 to go here in the first half. Triton leads. 3-pointer on the way for Ladig. Count it on the assist from the corner. I believe Griffin Smith. Arnett calling, triggers the inbound. Full court pressure defense now by the Lancers. Arnett up to Johnson. Johnson finds Swanson, or rather finds McFarland, who gives it to Swanson.
Well, still didn't get it going.
Swanson finds Max Johnson. Bank is open. Another and one opportunity coming for Triton. Foul's going to be on Griffin Smith. Be his first, team's third of the quarter. And Lucas Underwood will check in, as will Hudson Rush. And Johnson gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Triton doing a nice job on the free throw line here in this first half. I believe that these two teams met in the championship game a season ago, these two JV squads in the Bi-County. Of course, that's coming up. Brown off the mark, and the rebounds ripped away there by Leydig. Finds Brown again, and he's fouled, and he's going to go to the line for an and one opportunity. There's the Triton youngsters. They ease their way up to the have a seat. So Cameron Brown a chance for 3 points here. Off the front iron, no good, can't convert. And Jaden Arnett tracks down the rebound off the missed free throw. Swanson, such a good dribble, good left-handed pass out to McFarland. Counted from the corner. The assist to Swanson. Swanson had 42 assists coming into today.
He already has 42 assists.
42 assists on the year. Next closest is Colton Large with 19 coming into today.
Oh my goodness! I'd like to know what like the assist record for JV single season.
I can't help you there.
I wish we would have had you from the start. Where were you? We needed you.
Well, I took a 10-year hiatus after graduating high school, so Buckets couldn't quite corral it. Brady Woods couldn't quite corral it there.
Guess he should have went to Triton, but it's fine.
You know, I drove 40 minutes to Warsaw every day when
you drove 40 minutes to Warsaw?
You had to. You could not go to a different school without paying a bunch of money to go transfer through lines here.
Holy cow.
Wood up the floor to Swanson. Finds Blaze Hensley with the up fake. Swings it back to Swanson. Calls for the screen. Uses it from Johnson. Swanson now looking for Brady Wood. Goes to Hensley. Outside, Swanson with the up fake. He'll drive. Stops on the free throw line. Pull-up jumper on the way. Can't get that one to convert. Dylan Miller with the rebound. Miller up the floor quickly. 3-point away for Leydig. Off the iron, no good. And good fight by Cameron Brown. Couldn't get it to convert. And Max Johnson boxes him out. And Swanson skips up the floor. Look at the ball movement. Brady Wood on the assist from Hensley.
3 passes.
On a good lead pass from Swanson.
That ball didn't touch the floor once.
Rush now with it. Knocked away from McFarland. Goes out of bounds. Yes, I had to drive 40 minutes to Warsaw every day when I was 10 minutes away from Manchester and 8 minutes away from Whitco High School.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was an outrageous cost.
I had to walk. Oh, man, in the cold, up a hill.
Both ways?
Yep. Barefoot, no backpack.
That was, I believe it was Brown.
That's what I thought.
And Swanson off gets the transition basket to drop in, and Triton putting up 20 points here in his second quarter. This is where they usually average about 18 a game. Their best is 24. Now is their first game of the year against Oregon Davis, and a charge call. Levi McFarland plants his feet, uses the aggressive drive against Brown.
And that's second foul on Brown. LaVille 4 for this second quarter.
Brown or Johnson finds Swanson across the way. Uses the screen. No look pass. Brady buckets. Oh, the rim deflected it back to him. Goes back up for it and can't get that one to drop in. And I believe foul call on the rebound on Triton, I believe.
So Wood's going to pick up his second foul. So him and Large, 2 fouls here in this first half.
So Underwood going to leave it for Miller. Final minute and a half here of the second quarter coming. Oh, good feed underneath the Brown. Big man goes up, can't drop it in. Put back by Miller's no good. His second attempt at the putback no good. Third one finds the bottom of the net. Swanson tracks it down across the half-court line. Works away from the trap. Hurdles it over to Wood in the corner. Can't get the friendly bounce. And Cameron Brown gets the rebound. Leidig up to Miller. Leaves it for Rush on the right wing. Finds Leidig top the key. Final minute of the quarter here. And it goes out of bounds and Triton takes over. And watching this group in the full court, Kenny, just how they move the ball, there's just no panic. They're patient with their approach.
Yeah, they just come right through there, the full court, know where the guy's supposed to be at.
And I talked to, as Hensley will try a three, can't drop it in. Leidig gets the rebound. I was told practices get pretty intense.
Oh, I'm sure.
Amongst these boys. I was talking to a couple of the varsity players.
So McFarland picked up his first, but that's the Trojan 5th team foul. So
Leidig will go to the line for the bonus with 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And I see we're having issues with our scoreboard again.
I don't know if it's just the angle.
Yeah, and there's some gray up there too.
It doesn't like that gradient.
Man, I should have coined that. Every time somebody said it, I got like
what?
bugs. The bonus.
The bonus?
Man.
You got to put that towards back into the broadcast queue.
I did. Yeah.
See, there you go.
I could have got us a podcast.
And Leidig tickles the twine on the second attempt after missing the first. Up to Johnson, and a foul call here coming on LaVille.
And they have also hit 5,000.
Yes. So Brown picked up his third, but also that's that team's 5th. Let's see if we can get
Triton on the bonus. I'm going to give Kenny a bunch of props. He's going to hurt my back just watching him trying to put all that stuff in. Johnson off the mark on the first. That's Triton's first missed free throw of the ball game. Went 5 for 5 leading into that one.
Still going to have to mental math.
Johnson, empty trip to the far line, takes it away. Up the floor to Jaden Arnett. He'll adjust, and he can't get it to drop in. Brady Wood with the rebound. His putback is good.
Brady Wood is currently at 12 points.
All in this quarter.
All in this quarter. He is really giving the Trojans that little spark that they needed to get rolling here.
And Coach Brian Dill going to call a timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. His first. He'll have 4 timeouts remaining. First timeout of the ball game. Like we said, first game back from Christmas break. Got to get the rust shaken off. And I figured, well, this JV group's kind of fun to watch. So I figured, well, might as well hang with it. We're going to be calling these games here in just of course, they get the bye at Bi County. We won't get to call their game until Saturday, the week of Bi County.
Here, right? Yeah. I have to look and see if it's on this floor.
This one, I believe, it will be in the Consolation Gym to start. If they were to advance, the championship game will be a couple hours after that, right here on.
Really? So they'll play 2 on 1 day?
Yes. Yep, 2 on 1 day.
Really?
So the new format, they built in snow days and kind of how they built everything in. So basically was it Tuesday or Wednesday night when the whole thing starts? Wednesday night?
Yeah, it used to start on
Wednesday,
Monday.
Right?
It used to be on Monday night.
Leidig will try a 3 off the mark, no good. Arnett with the rebound.
Got plenty of time. You got 7 seconds.
Goes back to Swanson. Plenty of time, as Q noted. Brady Wood in the corner, feeds it down to Johnson. 1 second on the clock. Got to get it up. He'll throw it at the buzzer and can't get it to connect. And Triton will take a 28-12 lead into the halftime locker room.
And we're still fighting that. For some reason we lost all that. So I'll fix this a little bit until we get the stuff to
sink
across.
So Triton, they're putting up 22 points, 2 points shy there of their regular season record in the second quarter. Most points they put up in a quarter is 24 points in any one of the first and second quarter, the two most. They put the most points up. So As we near here, can he get the stats pushed across?
Should be. Yep,
Yep.
this will work.
Yep.
So team stats there: Triton 5 of 7 free throws, 71%. LaVille 1 of 3 at 33%. 2-pointers: LaVille 4-14. Triton 7 of 20. Behind the arc there, 1 of 7 and 3 of 9. Turnovers there, we have 5 and 15. For LaVille, Ladick leading there with 3, Brown with 2, Miller with 2, Smith with 2, and Mitchell with 2. Brown there had those 2, got the 2 fouls, and then about everybody else that scored's got a single foul. For the Trojans, Wood there 10 points there in that second quarter. Johnson with 8, McFarland with 6, and Swanson with 2. But big thing there is Large and Wood both having those 2 fouls in this first half.
So we'll see how they play here as we get ready for the second half. We'll take a break, be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second half about to get underway here at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. Triton leads 28-12 here to start the quarter. It's like Large, Swanson, Max Johnson, Levi McFarland, and Blaze Hensley to be starting group out there for the Lancers to start. Skiles, Brown, Miller, Ladig, and Hudson Rush going to be the 5 out there for the Lancers as soon as the officials give the final go-ahead to get out on the floor and get this second half underway. Looks like Triton will start with the basketball, putting up 22 points in that second quarter. So we are going to have some scoreboard malfunctions, just something that it just doesn't quite like the angle and the gradient. Kenny's been doing a nice job trying to fight with it. So we'll do what we can to keep you updated on those points as the game goes on. So Colton Large triggers the inbound, goes to Swanson, and Triton goes to work. Ladig to pick up Swanson center circle. Feeds it to Johnson, the high post. Outside to Swanson. Looking, finds Colton Large underneath. He goes up. Bank is closed. Tipped around. Dylan Miller gets the rebound for the Lancers. God, everybody decided to get up in like 1 second here. Ladig now on the right, on one side, working against Swanson. Goes on over to Rush, but he steps out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. A tough place to be over there on that far side.
It is, especially when you know that the Trojans, they like to do that little trap. Almost stolen right there by Miller.
6:30 to go here in the quarter, 30 seconds
Shot
gone.
fake.
Blaze Hensley with the floater, can't drop it in, tipped around. Goes to Jamison Swanson, puts on the brakes, can't put it in. Tipped out, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay right here with Triton. So Swanson settles in. Goes to Large, hands it off to Jameson Swanson, puts on the brakes. Back down to Colton Large, and a foul call here coming on Dylan Miller. It'll be his first, team's first.
Just a little too much contact.
Yep, his first foul.
42 seconds gone here. Another team is fouled of the net here to start the quarter. Swanson out top of the key, goes down into Johnson on the right side, knocked away, and Skiles comes away with the basketball. Jump ball's the call, and the Lancers take over off the turnover. Goes to Lady, but he lost it. Be over and back. And the Lancers settle in.
Yeah.
So Large now to settle in. He'll trigger the inbound. He's in the backcourt for Swanson. Back to Large outside the three-point line. He's scanning. Top of the key now goes to Johnson. Goes outside to Swanson. He fakes it right, works to his left.
Oh, what a pass.
Levi McFarland banks open. Swanson with another assist.
He just seems to have eyes in the back of his head.
And Swanson knocks it away on the steal. Leaves it for Blaze Hensley. Banks open, back-to-back assist to start for Swanson as the Trojans now lead 32-12 here in the third quarter.
Let's see this.
And the Lancers are going to take a full timeout.
We just got to get LaVille to score. It does not like that 12.
Well, I can only control so much.
Guess that's one way to do it.
Oh,
we lost. They lost the whole score. Oh, they're
doing something funny up there.
Yep.
Oh, they did a little bit.
You can sing? Man, I feel like I'm at an NBA game.
Well, although it's Caston up there and not Triton. So, hey, everybody's coming off Christmas break. Everybody just needs to simmer down.
Is that the right time? 5:33.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
Yep. Well, it's the.
I don't know where your phone's
I needed an upgrade anyways. Do you know where my phone's at?
Arlo's got it. He's just hiding there in his onesie.
You know what? I bet I left it in my car. Hopefully no one breaks in, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going outside. It's way too long. I'm way too lazy.
Well, there you go. We could send Caden. I sent him to make sure my van was locked during halftime.
You know, I leave my phone in my car all the time. I put it in the cup holder, and then I just like,
well,
where's my phone? Hey, we're Triton again. We're back.
All right. 32-12, 5:33 to go here in the third. Goes to Ladig, trying with some full court pressure defense. We'll see what LaVille draws up here out of the timeout. Skiles gets up the floor, breaks the press on the right wing. He'll drive, leads it to
Pass.
Brown. Fouled on the way up, but good.
That's a big foul.
And Blaze Hensley.
Hensley's going to pick up his second, team's first.
So we'll see if Brown can fix Kenny's scoreboard
Yep,
for him.
I need to get them to score that. It's not liking the 12.
So Brown tickles the twine on the first. I don't think it likes the 1 on that,
Must be
side. I think it's just of enough of an angle where it doesn't like that 1, which it curls down. It just looks different enough. Brown, second one, banks it in. So a perfect trip for the Lancers on that free throw trip. Likes the 4, though.
Yep, pick the 4 up.
So 32-14. Swanson scanning. Stops.
Ooh.
Oh, good feed. Blaze Hensley, corner 3. Can't drop it in. Brown with the rebound. Miller up the floor, up the near sideline, puts on the brakes. Good defense by Hensley. Stops him in the corner. Here comes the double team. Skiles
Good help side defense.
trying to get to Brown and a foul call on Triton.
So Swanson's going to pick up his second, team's second.
Swanson thought he kind of had a good position there. So they got him on the arms with the officials' reasoning. Miller on the baseline gets that one to connect. Colton Large now as the Lancers putting up back-to-back baskets, now trail 32-16. Colton Large with it. Splits the defenders. The lefty pulls up on the runner, can't drop it in. Max Johnson with the rebound. Put back is no good. Colton Large gets it, puts it on the floor strong, and gets an and one opportunity. Somehow that one got up over the rim. There was enough of a spin on there, got up on the rim. Into the basket. Of course, we have a person watching from Ireland. As Caden made sure to, I give Lewis his shout out. Large gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Score now 35-16. Skiles turns it away. Turns it back over. Triton taking the ball back. We just need him to put up over 20 points, and it should be okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't like the angle. That little dip in that one just doesn't like it.
Oh, I got that one working. No, it lost the Triton score.
Swanson top of the key. Goes to McFarland in the far side corner. Back to Swanson. Feeds it to Hensley on the right wing. Now to Large. And then Triton will take a 30-second timeout, I believe.
Yep, their first timeout.
Yep, 30-second for Caleb Ochin. I'm trying to get his group focused back in after a little bit of that run that the Lancers went on there.
And those fouls, yep, 2 of each. So
the varsity squad for Triton making their way to the locker room to get prepped as they will be taking on the Lancers next. And that one, we'll have that one previewed for you here in just a little while.
I didn't look at the
It is a 1 point game. LaVille is favored by 1, and the opponent's records, I think it's like 1 game split. The strength of schedule the two have played, and LaVille coming off a big win against North Judson, 55-17 on Saturday.
It was probably one of those. It was a tie, and since it was a home, they gave it to the home team.
And LaVille plays good at home. They play good here at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium.
You know, and it's going to be rough. I mean, LaVille's they already got out of that winter blues.
Yeah, yep, had that one game.
Had that game on Saturday, and obviously they came to play, 52-17.
And watching that group come out, I mean, on film last night, I mean, that LaVille group, Triton's got to come out and play in aggressive. Hensley leaves it for Colton Large. Now finds Swanson. Goes to Hensley. Corner 3 for Blaze. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up. Blocked there by Griffin Smith. Hensley gets the loose ball now to Swanson. Looking, finds a backdoor cut, but now Hensley will square up for that one, and he'll hit it.
Go.
Levi McFarland with the assist. And Triton now leads 38-16.
They're out their biggest lead.
8-16.
They're out their biggest lead.
Max Johnson intercepts the pass. Colton Large drives up strong again. Bank is closed, and Cameron Brown rips away the rebound up to Dylan Miller. Hard screen by Ladig. Miller goes up and finds the bottom of the net. Good move by him in the middle. Swanson got Miller to leave his feet and give himself a passing lane. Hensley leads it down to Max Johnson underneath, waits for the defense to get there, and he'll draw the foul. Max Johnson been doing that all night, just patient underneath, allowing the aggressive defense to come in there and foul him before he takes the shot.
He's so strong that even after he gets fouled, he has a great chance of just getting it up towards the basket.
So Smith picked up his second, team's third.
And that likes that one a little bit better. Johnson connects on the first. And Jaden Arnett will check in for Levi McFarland. So Triton goes down to one bench player as Brady Wood went with the varsity team to get ready for the next game. Johnson again connects. Perfect trip for him on that time. The last trip out, empty trip. This time he connects on both. Triton now leads 40-18. Arnett almost knocks that one away again. I love when they run this defense with him up top. Those long arms, he uses them so well. As Blaze Hensley rips it away, and a foul call on the Lancers on the loose ball.
So Brown's going to pick up his fourth.
Team's fourth of the quarter, 2:50 to go here in the third. Skiles will check in for Brown, who will sit down with those 4 fouls. 2:50 to go here in this quarter. Trying to put up 12 points to LaVille 6. Arnett drives. Across the way, Blaze Hensley, he'll try another 3. In and out, tipped around. Dylan Miller gets the rebound. He splits the defender, but Triton takes it right back away, but he takes it back away. No one really getting possession as Dylan Miller gets that one to connect, and now he cuts that lead in half. Triton leads by 20. Swanson steps through, knocked away by Skiles on a foul call. And Brian Dill pleading his case. Swanson with that high step.
So Skiles going to pick up his second.
I don't know, that's kind of a bang-bang play if you're going to.
It is.
I can see where LaVille's frustration with that is. But it was a good move by Swanson, trying to get some separation into the lane. And can't connect on the first one. Brian Dill still trying to get the official's attention to get an explanation. Swanson connects 1 of 2 on that trip. 41-20 now. Miller works it right to Ladig. Now to Skiles in the corner. Here comes the double team. Skiles trying to fight through. And a foul call on Triton.
So Swanson picked up his third, team's third.
McFarland checks in for Blaze Hensley, who gets a break. Skiles sends the inbound play in motion, goes to Miller. The lefty will try a 3, can't connect. Jaden Arnett gets the rebound. Arnett up the floor, pushing it up to McFarland, gets it right back. He'll try a 3 for Arnett. Short of the mark, hits the side of the rim, tipped around, and Swanson's going to get the loose ball. Colton Large gets back to his feet. He gets the ball. Uses that screen for Swanson there. Minute 45 to go here in the third. Triton leads 41-20. Swanson drives, feeds it to McFarland underneath. Oh, and the rim blocks it away from him. But he gets it right back for him and draws the foul. And Levi McFarland, you look up the definition of hustle. This young man's picture is right there.
I always love it when the smaller guys are out there doing the big guy work.
You know, I was always told you never worry about how big the other guys are. You go out and you play big yourself. You just worry about how big you can play.
It ain't about the size of the dog.
Hey, Dad always said dynamite comes in small packages. So,
but it's not. A dynamite stick's actually huge.
It's not too bad.
Is it? I've never seen one. In the movies, they look like they're like football.
No, those are Hollywood props, though. Max Johnson gets the rebound off the missed free throw, and this time Dylan Miller gets it off the missed field goal attempt. Triton now leads 42-20. Miller trying to split the defenders, and he'll draw a foul on Triton.
So Large going to pick up his third. Team's fourth, so one more for the Trojans. Get LaVille into the bonus.
Skiles now. Goes outside, Griffin Smith. He'll try the dribble drive, kicks it out. Good kick out to Miller. Miller trying to fight through, and another foul call on Triton.
Yep.
Foul's starting to pile up. You don't have a deep bench now. LaVille's in the bonus.
So McFarland gets his second.
So Dylan Miller back to the line. Has not been there this evening.
Nope.
This is his first trip. He'll get a pair to try. First one finds the bottom.
I've always wondered. So Brady,
You get one quarter.
yeah, but that he could play more. It just takes away from the varsity.
Yes. He says he'll
So-
have 4 quarters. You get 5 quarters.
Since he's already played in this game, if someone were to foul out and they needed somebody, like to say 2 players fouled out, would he be able to come back?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he would. He would just have to go and change, right?
It's just up to coach.
Yeah.
Johnson going to travel, score now 42-22 after those last 2 pair of free throws being made by Dylan Miller.
How talented this team is. They'd probably just try to see what they could do with 4 guys out there.
I don't know. I've seen it happen before with the girls, and they just played with 4. Griffin Smith gets it knocked away by Johnson. Miller tracks it down by the half-court line. Feeds it down to Skiles. Down underneath, Griffin Smith. Bank is closed, and Swanson's got the rebound. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Swanson steps with the floater, can't drop it in. And that time, Connor Mitchell comes with the rebound. He puts on the brakes and finds Leidig. Score unchanged here as Levi McFarland takes it away. McFarland attacks, puts on the brakes. Banks open, and Triton now leads 44-22. Skiles down the outside. Pull-up jumper for Miller from the elbow, can't connect. Colton Large with the rebound. Large now past the half-court line. He'll attack. Goes out to Arnett. Good feed to Swanson. One more pass. Levi McFarland for 3. Can't get it to drop in. Mitchell gets the rebound. Now Dylan Miller now takes a quick look. 3 seconds on the clock. Goes out to Skiles. He'll try a 3. Left of the mark. Doesn't connect. Miller can't get it to connect or get the attempt to drop in at the buzzer. And Triton will take a 44-22 lead in to the fourth and final quarter.
Let's see if we can get this to fix now.
There you go. Give that back to you.
I guess our
So we said in that next game, LaVille 6-3 on the year, Triton 6-1 for that varsity contest. I was talking about the opponents' records. Triton's opponents are 29-34 that they played thus far, and LaVille's are 29-33. So pretty even, Kenny. We go across the board. These two teams have been playing a series since the 1965-66 season, where Triton leads the all-time series 44-29, dating back in that series. So going back a little ways there. Like everything you want to see for Triton, they're moving the ball well, but LaVille, you got to appreciate the fight there. Yeah, you didn't get a lot of your shots dropped, but the aggressiveness and what they did there, 10 points in that quarter, come out and try to win this fourth quarter. If I'm Coach Dill down there and say, let's get some momentum going here. If we don't win this game, let's go win this quarter and make Triton work for every second.
Yeah, and that's something that I know it's Coach Groves, but that's something that, any team can take it away. Coach Groves always said that even if you get blown out of a game, it's not about, the score at the end. Sure enough to an extent, but it's how did you play? Did you give it everything you had, and at the end of the day you still got beat, or were you sloppy? Were you turning it over? Were you holding your head down? It's how you act. How was your mindset?
That's what my dad always taught us when we were showing livestock is make them remember you.
Yeah.
He said even with the judge, make them remember you. In a positive way, obviously.
Yeah, don't.
In a positive way, obviously. Arnett, corner 3. Can't get it to connect. Tipped around, and Triton comes away with the rebound. Blaze Hensley's put back, no good. Jaden Arnett gets the the offensive rebound. Colton Large tracks it down in the corner.
Just take your time if you're the Trojans. A lot of fast shots.
Caleb Ochin trying to get his offense to get reorganized here to start the quarter. They lead by 22. Colton Large gets it ripped away from Dylan Miller. Miller goes up, draws the foul. They're going to say the foul's before the shot. It will not count, so score does not change. But a foul call on the Trojans. And it's going to be on Levi McFarland. It's his third, team's first of the quarter. Caleb Skiles to trigger the inbound. Sending it in motion. Finds Griffin Smith. He'll try a three. Smith off the mark. Max Johnson gets the defensive rebound. Colton Large back the other way. He drives, goes out to Blaze Hensley. He'll try a three. High up off it. It'll bounce up and hit the bungee cord. Score still unchanged here to start this quarter, 44-22. So our score up there with just a little over a minute and 1 second gone.
Never had this much problem up here.
Eric Torres will now check in. Do you think it's the angle?
A little of the angle, and I think they did change their font on their scoreboard.
Miller on the outside, goes to Ladig in the corner. Back to Miller. Good feed to Torres. Now goes to Underwood. Long pass to Miller. Ladig corner three, can't get it to connect, and Colton Large gets the rebound. Large goes back to the way, hands it off to Blaze Hensley, working against Miller, and he's going to get called for the foul.
So Miller picked up his second, team's first.
Neither team scoring a basket thus far. And Triton's going to take their second 30-second timeout. They will have 3 full timeouts remaining. No 30 seconds left. You going to make it over there? You know, you're awful quiet.
Yeah, I'm all right.
He's just saving all his talking for the varsity match. We got to get Kenny's trying, so we'll do our best to keep the score updated as much as possible after each individual scoring play. Gonna have to report back to my radio days.
We might have to do.
You were on the radio?
Yeah, I was on the radio.
What channel?
In high school.
What channel?
Oldies 98.3.
I mean, I say I.
You're
like
home
I
for
listened
Oldies
to
and Tiger
it.
Sport. That was our sign off in high school.
Yeah, but
I started
I
broadcasting
definitely
them as
didn't
a.
listen to it 'cause
I was a 14-year-old freshman. I started broadcasting for them.
Look, you were 14
As a freshman.
as a freshman.
Well, I was 15 when freshman
makes
year got
sense.
over with.
How old were you when you graduated? 18, 17?
I was 18. My birthday's
18?
in December.
Yo, it's so weird when people are, when you know what age you were and like what
I was
grade.
14.
I don't ever. All I remember was I was 18 when I graduated.
I got I cut my teeth. I was 14. I didn't get to call the game by myself, and I was 15. I got to call. It was after Christmas break, but we eventually worked our way through it.
No, I was 17 when I graduated, but because of COVID, by the time I got my diploma,
Well,
I was 18.
well, there you go.
Yeah, we'll just.
That's okay. We'll update after each scoring play.
We might do a.
Won't say it every
between
second.
games.
Colton Large pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to connect, and Ladig gets the rebound.
Ladig is a very familiar name.
You hear that a lot over Bremen. Miller top of the key. Of course, LaVille in that new conference in the Indiana Northern State with Bremen. Three-pointer for Ladig off the mark. And Colton Large gets the rebound. Score still 44-22 here in this fourth quarter. Triton leading. McFarland in the corner, up on top to Colton Large. Now to Jaden Arnett to Hensley. Good defense
good
by
front
Griffin
side
Smith.
defense.
Using that length to knock it away. Miller back to the other side. Hop step underneath with the right hand. Can't get it to drop it off the window. Blaze Hensley full court pass up to McFarland behind the back, or I guess it was a little bit behind Max Johnson. He adjusts and connects our first points of the fourth quarter score. Triton now leads 46-22. 4:15 to go here in this quarter. Torres gets it on the left side, now goes into Griffin Smith. Back to Torres. Underwood retreats back, top of the key, leaves it for Miller. Pass a little bit behind Smith, they'll turn it over. Smith goes back, or excuse me, Johnson goes back the other way to Arnett in the corner. He goes to Colton Large. Big man thought about the three. Goes to Jaden Arnett. He'll drive the lane. Jaden Arnett strong to the basket. Can't get it to drop in. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Blaze Hensley, who drives on the baseline. It's up, no good. Dylan Miller gets the rebound. Miller goes out. Underwood in the corner. Griffin Smith backing down. Max Johnson goes up and he'll draw the foul. And Triton's lone sub going to check in here momentarily. That'll send in Hudson Rush. Oh, I'm going to wait. Now Cameron Brown will also check in after this first free throw by Griffin Smith. First one banks it in. Hits the rim a couple times. So Jameson Swanson checks in on behalf of Max Johnson, I believe, who gets his first break of the ball game. And Rush will check in, as will Brown. He'll check in if the free throw is made by Griffin Smith. And it does not, so Brown will have to sit and wait just to the next dead ball to check in for the Lancers. Swanson goes to Hensley in the corner. Now they'll go to McFarland. They'll work it on the perimeter now. Arnett drives the baseline. Goes to Hensley.
Good
to
moves.
McFarland. Three-pointer on the way is
Great
good.
offense.
Triton now leads 49-23. 3 minutes to go here in the final quarter. Torres puts it on the floor. Goes out to Underwood on the wing. Underwood working against McFarland. Finds Griffin Smith. Tipped by Blaze Hensley. He comes away with the steal. Up the floor, too far of a pass for Swanson. Rush intercepts it, and back go the Lancers. Miller to the left side lane, spins into trouble, works it outside to Torres. He'll drive,
Shot
deep
fake.
two on the way, blocked by Arnett again. Jaden Arnett thought the ball was coming down here. Has to go back the other way. Missed shot by Miller. Rebounded by LaVille. Torres, Rush, out to Miller.
Good ball movement by LaVille.
Rush top of the key, puts on the brakes, and intercepted by Jamison Swanson. Work against Miller. Out to Arnett. Three-pointer on the way. Can't drop it in. Arnett still trying to get that first free to drop. And a foul call here coming on Triton. Score still unchanged. 49-23. 2:08 to go now in the quarter.
And McFarland picked up his fourth, team's third.
So Brown will check in, as will Skiles for the Lancers, as Miller and Griffin Smith come off the floor. Skiles on the right wing, puts on the brakes, lost his dribble, finds Brown. Brown now back in the game, had those 4 fouls. He picked up that fourth one there in the third quarter, has been sitting since that point. Torres goes to Skiles, back to Brown. And Colton largely called for a reach-in foul.
And that's his fourth, so him and McFarland both have 4, so I'll have to watch.
Minute 46, we'll see if, well, they still have one sub yet.
Yeah.
Max Johnson's still down there.
Hey, I'm just saying, if it happens,
Yeah.
it was entirely for educational purposes. We just need to know. We just want to know.
Skiles,
Good pass.
nice job by him to fight through. There was some good defense. Now the Lancers put up 25 points, so Triton leads 49-25. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. McFarland tries a three, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Underwood. Triton fan base wanting a travel call. Kept that pivot foot planted. Skiles tipped there by Arnett. Torres top of the key. Goes to Rush. Feeds it to Skiles. Back to Rush. Out to Skiles. Left wing three. It's in. The Lancers get back on the board. 49-28. Inside a minute to go.
That's just their second three. They got to drop of 13 attempts.
Now goes to Arnett. He'll try the dribble drive. Goes with the right hand and draws the foul. 47 seconds to go.
Skiles going to pick up his third, team's second.
Arnett's first free throw connects. Triton hits the 50-point mark. After that first free throw. That's second attempt. Tickles the twine, and Triton now leads 51-28. 47 seconds and counting. Triton going to start 7-1. The time runs out here on, as they get off Christmas break and pick up a win here in 2025. 5-game winning streak for this JV team. Counting this game. Rush Goes to Torres, top of the key, gets it partially knocked away by McFarland. Skiles is just taking their time here. Underwood. 10 seconds to go. Knocked away by Triton. Swanson up the floor, and they're going to put on the brakes. And Triton's going to win here 51-28 as time is about to expire. And they're out to their 7th win on the year.
Might be able to do this.
LaVille on the opposite end of that bracket for Bi-County. So potentially the two teams could meet in Bi-County, but it'd have to be in the championship game if they were to meet.
So free throws there, Triton 12 of 16, LaVille 6 of 9, 2-pointers 12 of 39, 8 to 23. Behind the arc, Triton a little better, 5 of 20, 2 of 13, and turnovers 10 and 27. Get over here to Miller, led LaVille with 10, Ladick with 4, Brown with 4, Skiles and Smith each with 3, Rush and Mitchell each with 2. For the Trojans, McFarland 14, Wood 12, Johnson 12, Hensley 5, Swanson 3, Large and Arnett each finished up with 2.
So we'll take a break. We'll be back here for the varsity tip-off. We'll have a little bit of a pregame intro to that. And after that, we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Commissioner, welcome back. Happy New Year. I hope your holidays went well.
Coach, had a great holiday break, Christmas and New Year. Got to spend a lot of time, and we've talked about got to spend some time with my grandkids and watch them enjoy Christmas and the holidays. Spend some time with my grandkids and watch them enjoy Christmas and the holiday season, and I spent a lot of time away from home, and it was good to be. I spent a lot of time away from home, and it was good to be back home and enjoy the simpler things for a few weeks.
Well, now that you're back in the office, it's time to play basketball in our state. So it's getting ready to snow this weekend. So I think it's a harbinger of what's to come because we have tournaments coming up. We'll be playing girls basketball state finals before we know it. So why not bring the snow?
You know what? It's going to snow and it's going to rain and the sun will come out, and we always figure it out. And, the worst thing that happens is we have to postpone a game or two for a few days while we wait for the weather in Indiana to clear up. Then that's just the way it's going to be. But we'll hopefully the rest of the state can take a little lesson from our friends in the northern half, fire it up, and get them back on the road as quick as we can. But let it snow. We'll enjoy it when it's here.
All right, bad weather notwithstanding, we have an historic weekend coming up. The first girls' state finals competition in the history of the IHSAA, as we mentioned, coming up this weekend on Friday. What a great, great day for female student athletes and families in our state.
Yeah, this has been coming for quite a while. We've been watching not only nationally, but watching girls wrestling grow in the state of Indiana. And, we had over 1,700 girls wrestling in the state of Indiana last year, and we're well over 2,000 this year. And so this Friday, we're going to have the beginning of the first girls wrestling state championship with the sectional round throughout the state. And just a few short weeks, we'll be at the fairgrounds at the Coliseum, and we'll be celebrating that state championship there.
It's a great venue. I was just there doing an IUPUI basketball game. It's a fantastic venue, and quite frankly, everyone ought to be excited about it. And, I'm to plead ignorance. I did not realize we had 2,000 young ladies competing in this sport. The popularity is unbelievably strong around our state.
We've tried to provide opportunities and meet the kids where their interests are. And, we've done that with girls wrestling now, and we're doing that with boys volleyball this spring, and girls lacrosse is on the horizon. And while it's not an emerging sport yet, we've seen significant growth in one of our favorite sports in Indiana are around the state. And nobody does it better than you and your team as people call into the show, and thank you for doing that, because that's part of what promotes what we do.
I appreciate the kind words, and I certainly appreciate the promotion. This is again another one of our weekly conversations with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, I'll look forward to doing this again next week. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. About 3 minutes away before we start the varsity contest. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, Quentin Amson, Kenny Barnhart, Caden, and Silas. And as always, the Hall of Famer O'Reilly. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network as the 6-1 Triton Trojans get ready to take on the 6-3 LaVille Lancers. As we noted earlier, this series has been dated back to the 65-66 season, where Triton leads the all-time series 44-29. Jason Groves, in his 20th year, 329 wins to his credit. Michael Edison, in his 17th season as the head coach at LaVille, 234 wins to his credit. Jason Groves is 18-10 against the Lancers, and Michael Edison is 10-13 in his time at LaVille when they face off against the Triton Trojans. These two teams come in Q. We saw Triton with a game against their last game out was against Winamac in a conference game there.
Got broken record, but that's just something that these Trojans, they know how to do, is they just know how to get over adversity. They know how to keep battling, and Coach Groves does a great job of, if he sees anybody start to slip or anything like that, to pull them together. But we haven't had to see him actually do that a whole lot because these players are so close together that they hold each other accountable.
And you go down, it goes with the experience. You go down there, you only have two underclassmen. And you go down, it goes with the experience. You go down there, you only have two underclassmen on this roster, and everybody else is all juniors and seniors on this Triton roster. Now you flip the script just a little bit. You have a handful of upperclassmen, but you have a lot of juniors with this LaVille team, a couple underclassmen. And Kenny, every time we come up here playing LaVille at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium, they play really hard on their home floor.
Yeah, it's always been no matter what the score records or anything. Anytime you come up to LaVille, it's like Assembly Hall. When you go into there, it's pretty well a home team expected to win.
And LaVille's band, they make a lot of noise. The student section doing a nice job down on their end. This is a tough place to play. You played in this place. LaVille plays really good on their home floor.
Oh, they do, and it's they kind of have that wall right there of the student section. Right now they're not doing much, but when you're in the game and if something happens down there, you get blocked or you drive baseline, you airball right in front of them. Oh,
they're going to let you hear it.
They let you hear it, and that's what high school basketball is all about.
And on the flip side, Triton, this is their 6th road game out of their 8 games they have played this season. I guess this will be their 9th game they played this season.
So used to playing that way games.
Yeah. And for Triton, they are right now 4-1 on the road, but this is a group that has had to go play in some tough places. They kind of had to go. They went and played at Plymouth, which that was not an easy game, and that was a hard-fought game from start to finish. I think that's going to kind of be the kind of game you see here tonight, and that's what John Harrell's predicting as well. We're about 4 seconds away from the national anthem, followed by the starting lineups, and after that, we'll be back for the tip right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand and join the Lancer Pep Band as we honor America by the playing of our national anthem. Trojans. 31 yard, 5'10", junior number 4, Landon Patrick. 22 yard, 5'9", junior number 10, Julian
All right, so the starting lineup's out there for both sides. Oop, should have clicked on the right thing here. Yep, there we go. So starting for the Lancers, Andre Gonzalez out there with Lance Edison, Cody Allen, Colin Zarnecki, who leads the team in scoring. Over 200 points put up this season by him. Brayton Foster rounding out the 5. Tanner Woodhoyo, Landon Patrick, Caden Large, Julian Swanson, and Gage Riffle, the 5 out there for Triton here to start the ball game. Michael Edison giving his instructions from the coach's box. Jason Groves on his feet. Woodhoyo and Zarnecki greet at center circle, and the Lancers control the tip. Gonzalez with the basketball. Works it left, finds Zarnecki. Zarnecki averaging over 20 points a game this season as Edison drives the baseline. Back outside he goes. Cody Allen, athletic player, lost it but found a way to get it back to Edison. Also having a nice year, averaging just under 10 points a game. He drives, kicks it out to Allen, out to Gonzalez.
Coach Groves gave Landon a huge assignment, making sure Zarnecki does not get that ball.
He's going to be busy tonight. Zarnecki's got a lot of link to him. Very strong young man as well.
Look to him and Swanson both be on them all the time.
Oh, and Edison going through. Jason Groves pleading his case. Triton not agreeing with the foul call, but the official made the call, and it was kind of a tough play. There was a lot of bodies in there on that drive.
So Woodhoyo is going to pick up the Trojans' first foul.
Edison gets our first points of the game, come from the free throw line. Edison 6 of 9, counting that one on the year. And gets the second one to drop. Perfect trip for him. And now Triton will get the ball to start. Patrick crossed the half-court line.
Big assignment for Isaac right off the bat.
I call a foul call on Landon Patrick. So 3 fouls within the first minute and a half of the game called on the Trojans. Edison scanning. Goes to Gonzalez. Zarnecki with it. We'll work it around. Edison left early. Miscommunication in the backcourt. Triton takes over off the turnover. Triton needing to respond here. 3 team fouls here in this first minute and a half. Get things straightened out.
Can't let it get to your head though. You gotta be smart.
Riffle went for the drive but lost it in flight. And Triton turns it over.
There you go. I like this by Coach. Wake them up a little bit, have them pick up, be smart. Don't foul them that far away from the basket.
Gonzalez drives, puts on the brakes. Finds a cutting. Brayden Foster can't get it to connect, and Isaac Quintana gets the rebound. Swanson straight away. Can't get it to drop in. Zarnecki with the rebound. He'll drive, spinning into the lane, going outside to Edison in the corner. He'll try the dribble drive, throws it away. Allen, nobody home. And LaVille with another unforced error on this offensive possession. Both teams still trying to get woke up. We saw in the JV contest where it took them a little bit to get their gears about them.
Yep.
Goes to Quintana, back to Landon Patrick, back to Isaac Quintana. They'll work it into the corner.
They're going to trap that. Yeah, get out of the corner. Get out of the corner.
We're going to get a foul call on LaVille.
So Foster's going to pick up his team's first. Just can use that sideline, but you can't shove them out.
Of course, this once was a conference game. Now it's a non-conference game after LaVille got part of that Indiana Northern State Conference that got formed. Triton turns it over. Both teams.
Yep.
4 turnovers combined.
Yes.
Trying to go with a little bit of a trap to force the issue for the Lancers. Allen tracks down now. Gonzalez sets the play in motion. Zarnecki on the outside, guarded by Patrick. Works it to the top of the key, now finds Edison. Edison back to Zarnecki off the double screen. That's something Triton's going to have to do is fight off these screens. I watched that North Judson film. LaVille very good at setting the screens and getting the open man some looks. Zarnecki pull-up jumper, and he connects for his points of the ball game.
As hard as it is as a defender, you got to chase Got to chase through those screens. Trying to beat into the side to the spot's not going to work. Zarnecki's way too good of a player.
Swanson got to get moving now. Finds Patrick in the corner. Trying giving up some size here now with Wood Hoyle on the bench with those fouls. Riffle for three. Can't get that one to answer back. Gonzalez tracks down the rebound, and back go the Lancers. Gonzalez working against Julian Swanson. Outside, he will go to Foster. Zarnecki wants it right back. Three-pointer off the handoff, off the iron, no good. Allen gets the offensive rebound. Got there before Quintana could get there. Now it was outside to Edison, who cannot connect. Foster with the rebound. Caden Large trying to force the jump ball call and doesn't. Try and gets it off the jump ball call. Now Overmeyer, Riker, and Dante Workman all checking in the game on behalf of Quintana. Caden Large and Landon Patrick.
The subs are going to be huge tonight.
And Jason Grove's not afraid to go deep to game. 7 points now, 5 points shy of 100 points on the year. Edison on the short corner, pull-up jumper from the baseline. Can't drop it in. And LaVille lets it go out of bounds. Dante Workman runs it out, and they're going to say one off of Dante Workman. Jason Groves pleading his case.
I thought Dante did get a slight. He's trying to
right
punched it through.
Trying to get it out in front.
Yep, tried to push it through.
That's what I wondered. It looked like it might have went off LaVille in the last second. The officials flipped the call.
And that's why we're not down there?
Exactly. I'd rather be up here. There's no way you could ever talk me in. Not that it's not a respectable job. It's just I don't think I would make the decision quick enough.
See, I don't want to do most of the running.
Oh, that too. I use my running for emergency uses only.
Yeah, you only got a few left in the tank once you hit a certain age. I'm not calling you old because I'm in that fishbowl too.
He hasn't even hit 30 yet. He thinks he's in the same.
I've had 2 knee surgeries.
Three-pointer for Riffle from straight away. He hit that one from deep. And Triton takes their first lead of the ball game.
That is going to be one of those players you want to heat up and heat up fast tonight.
Got a couple lead changes. Gonzalez goes down to Foster. Good find there to Cody Allen, but can't get down to drop in. Dante Workman with the rebound. These two teams, a few of these gentlemen on the floor greeted the week 1 of the high school football season this year. Riffle drives, goes outside, and a foul call.
So Edison's going to pick up his first, LaVille's second team foul.
I think Edison's pleading and saying he didn't look. I thought it was during a shot. I thought it was on the floor. I thought it was on the floor. I get the foul call there, but it looked like it was on the floor. That's what Edison's pleading.
Man, two tough calls already.
And we're not even out through the first quarter yet. That's where and I think that's the right call. It looked like when the way they were kind of going through, it looked like the foul was on the floor. Checking in now will be Aaron Kebb. Michael Edison. Both coaches really kind of helping this. They're trying to come off winter break too, guys. Now you got to remember, everybody's trying to shake the rust off here. Riffle gets it on the outside. Catch and shoot 3 off the inbound. The iron no good. And Foster with the rebound. Zarnecki tries the dribble drive on the baseline. Gets it through. Gets his own rebound. Put back is good. Gets it again. This time it's good. And Zarnecki. Oh, that would be put him over 60 rebounds on the year. Tied for the team high in rebounds coming into this one. Riffle gets this one. Guarded by Foster. Running out of time. Riffle trying to find some way to attack through the lane. Kicks it out to Landon Patrick. He drives. Pull-up jumper. Count it for Landon Patrick. Trying back out in front, or takes the lead now by 3. Tries to go to Keb underneath, but couldn't quite corral it. It goes into the Triton cheerleaders. Workman goes to Patrick, and they'll set the offense. 1 minute, 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Triton by 3. Patrick uses the screen, stops, backdoor not there. Goes to Swanson. Here comes the trap. Swanson got to work out of trouble here. Has to walk a tightrope there near the half-court line. Workman gets it in the high post. Outside to Riffle. Catch and shoot three again. Can't drop it in. Tipped around, and Landon Patrick gets the loose ball. Riffle thought about it. This time he drives. Pull-up jumper with the floater. Can't drop it in. Zarnecki with another rebound.
Got to collapse.
Goes outside. Edison finds Zarnecki. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Count it.
Pretty shot.
1 point ball game here at 46 seconds to go in the first. Triton by 1. Patrick hands it off to Swanson. Swanson retreats back, going to let some time drain down, hold for the final shot. Goes to Patrick. Oh, Gonzalez slaps. You heard it up here. No call. Overmeyer now in the corner. He'll drive. Gets double team. Has to throw it away. Finds Patrick in the middle. Goes up and puts it in. The assist to Jaden Overmeyer. Good find by him not to panic on the baseline. Edison drives now. 4 seconds on the clock. Tries to go to Kev. Intercepted Patrick, but dribbles it out of bounds. 1.8 to go here in the first quarter.
Watch for the lob. Something quick.
Caden Large and Ben McFarland check in for Overmeyer and Riffle. What a play by Jaden Overmeyer, though. Patient on the baseline, had pressure bearing down, and Landon Patrick did a nice job off ball to get freed up. Keb off the inbound. It's on the way at the buzzer. No good. And Triton will take an 11-8 lead into the second quarter. We'll take a break. Be back for the second right after this.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second quarter about to get underway from here from Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. Triton leads 11-8. Do not panic. The scoreboard tonight has been kind of a bit of a battle. Kenny's
anytime
been
it's
backing out.
got the double digits and at the lows one seems to throw a little issue, so we'll try to watch it. We may not get the scoreboard tweaked all the time, but we'll at least try to, if we know it's off, we'll at least keep trying to update it, telling you.
Going back to my radio days. Zarnecki on the right wing up top. They'll work it around the perimeter now to Edison on the left wing. Patrick goes for broke. Can't knock it away. Foster finds Allen down underneath the Zarnecki, and Julian Swanson rips it away.
Good hands. Good help.
That was a good help defense there as McFarland had to double team Zarnecki.
Yeah, he was anticipating him getting that lob down there and trying to swat it away.
Zarnecki sets the screen for Gonzalez. Goes back outside. Good disguise there off the screen by Foster. Pull-up jumper for Zarnecki. Foul on the act of shooting. And this is on Landon Patrick. That's 2.
Yes. So it does. He is second. So him and Tanner Whithoy will each have 2 fouls.
So 2 key Trojans. And now Brady Wood and Dante Workman look to check in after this first free throw by Zarnecki, who connects there on the first. Zarnecki, a 75% free throw shooter. Now 22 of 29 on the year. Most of my stats came from Max Preps. Zarnecki counted on the second perfect trip there for him. Here comes the full court pressure defense, but Dante Workman breaks. He has McFarland up the other side, but he likes to go to Brady Wood. Wood will drive, goes outside to McFarland, now to Workman in the corner. Dante stops there. Tries to throw it over. Edison intercepts it. Now up to Zarnecki. Oh, beautiful move. A spectacular move by Zarnecki. And the Lancers take the lead by 1. What a play by Zarnecki. The behind the back dribble to get some separation.
Great heads up. Sleight of hand work. Got a hit in the middle. There you go.
Yep.
Great job breaking it.
Time was a ticking.
Farland tries to go across. Triton's got to be careful. Those long
passes.
Edison goes up and puts it in off the steal. And Jason Grove's going to take a 30-second timeout, try to refocus his group in because the Lancers coming in a 6-0 run here to start the second quarter.
14-11. Might have to tweak that again a little bit.
So the scoreboard we're beginning to realize does not like the ones. For some reason it doesn't like it, our programming. So McKinney's been doing a good job fighting with it. We'll do our best to keep it up to the cue. Jason Grove's down there trying to get this group to refocus in. You've got those long passes you cannot do against this LaVille team. On film, this group has long arms. They know how to use them. Defensively, they know how to space themselves out there on the floor as well as on the offensive side. And
the thing with Coach Groves, he's going to get fired up about this because this is something that, you watch it in film, you highlight it in film, you scrimmage against it with the JV and at practice, and, he's going to get a little fired up because he knows these boys can take care of the ball and they can be better.
Large lets it go out of bounds. It was tipped. With 6:55 to go, LaVille leads 14-11. Large triggers the inbound. Goes to Brady Wood. Wood had 12 points in that JV contest where the Trojans won.
He was a hot spark for the JV team.
In that second quarter. Large now.
Swing it.
Finds Riffle, drives the baseline, puts on the brakes, tries to thread the needle. Dante Workman there to get the loose ball. Now to Riffle, corner three, can't connect. Caden Large put back short of the mark, blocked by the rim. Riffle gets the rebound, trying getting some lucky breaks here on the long rebounds. Goes to Quintana. Now to Riffle, he'll try another three. Counted for Gage Riffle, ties it at 14. Triton needed that basket, trying to breathe some life, but got to get back on defense and keep an eye on Zarnecki and Edison, who've done a nice job moving off ball, but LaVille doing some nice job setting some screens to open the shooters. Zarnecki goes to Foster, now to Cody Allen, to Edison on the far side, now to Zarnecki. Good ball move by the Lancers. Allen down to Foster, good lead. Foster goes up and puts it in.
Great job right there by Foster to seal off Isaac. Get the easy layup.
Another lead change.
16-14. It's not liking the ones.
Brady Wood, pull-up jumper on the way, hits the back iron, tipped around. Gonzalez tips it up to Cody Allen, and back go the Lancers.
Got to be ready to shoot that three.
5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Edison in the corner.
Baseline.
Gonzalez takes him off the dribble, throws it up at the basket, can't get there. Foster, good hustle play, kicked it out to Edison, who can't connect. Zarnecki tracks down the offensive board. Goes through, and a foul call on Triton.
So Large is going to pick up his first, team's second.
Swanson now back in the game. This is where Triton, giving up some size there and some length. And this Triton team knowing how to, while they may be small in stature, this is a group that plays big when they are able to. Swanson playing physical. They're going to say it went off, so it stays right here. But that's the big thing is Triton's got to continue to play physical, but be smart how you play physical.
Yep, and, they got the guy that we love watching. They got Swanson out there who knows how to play, a foot taller than what he really is.
LaVille pleading for a foul. Zarnecki with the runner. Foster gets the rebound, goes back up and puts it in. An and one opportunity coming for the LaVille big man.
And this is where those two early fouls on Tanner really, really start to hurt. Take a big body down low to get those rebounds.
Then Large picked up his second.
So now Wayne Ranker going to check in. Foster off the back iron, no good. Brady Wood gets the rebound, and Foster knocks it away from the freshman, who tries to find Julian Swanson and does. Swanson up to Wood, knocked away by Zarnecki. 2-on-2 fast break. Leads it to Gonzalez, up and in. LaVille turning defense into offense here.
Yep, 12-3 run in this second quarter.
Riffle to cut the run. Cannot do so. Zarnecki again with the rebound, and back they go in transition. Trying to lose Swanson, lost the ball. Zarnecki swats it on over to Edison. Edison now to Zarnecki, and now they'll let the offense reset. Gonzalez on the left wing, uses the screen, now goes away from it. Drives, and now a travel call. Had the right idea, but momentum makes him pull that pivot foot.
Great job right there by the Trojans to not get called on a reach and go straight up and get that, awkward-looking trap, but.
So 20-14.
Now Wayne Riker checks in on behalf of Caden Large, who comes out with those 2 fouls. Triton with 3 team fouls. 4:13 to go. LaVille leads 20-14 here in the second quarter. Wood works it right now, goes to Swanson. Swanson scanning, goes to Dante Workman. Lancers going to settle into their defense. Reichert goes to Wood. Now to Riffle. Riffle lost his dribble. Regains control, has someone to go somewhere with it. Swanson with the up fake. He drives the lane, leans it in, and puts it in.
You knew he wanted to take that 3, but smart enough to know that it wasn't there.
Right
You guys got the numbers.
Intercepts it. Riffle now attacks, recognizes, goes up. Can't get it to drop in.
Yeah.
They're going to get a blocking foul called on the Lancers. It was a late call. LaVille wanting a charging call.
That was a great job by Gage in the air to recognize that Foster had slidden over, and he kind of contorted his body just weird enough that he didn't create much contact at all.
Now a pair of big free throws for the Triton junior. Trying to find some way to get some momentum to shift their way. Riff off the front iron, no good. And Jaden Overmeyer now going to check in for Dante Workman. Riffle settles in. Off the iron, empty trip. Triton doesn't come away with any points on that try. Zarnecki finds Cody Allen, and he banks it in.
Got to call a timeout.
And Jason Groves trying to call a timeout.
Yep.
And Triton will use their second 30-second timeout. They will have 3 timeouts remaining. All 3 are full as Jason Groves trying to get his offense figured out before this LaVille team, who, as Kenny noted, 14-5 scoring output here in the second quarter.
It's like, I would say, a little different LaVille team coming in the second quarter. Like that first quarter was figuring everything out, did that break between, and now take advantage of this, and this, get that lead up for the LaVille.
And trailing now 22-60. What are the things that Jason Groves is saying to that group down there?
Wide open layup. There is no help. And, you got to understand that, they are trying to trap Zarnecki. They do not want the ball in his hands. But he is so tall and he is so good, and he has the vision that you can't let somebody just have a wide open layup. So he's just, he's telling them, concentrate. When we have the ball on offense, take care of it. Back cut. Don't screen if you're going to screen. You got to screen your own man because they switch on everything.
So Brady would have triggered the inbound.
Really, it's just, you got to get out of your head. Got that student section, got the crowd. Just calm down and breathe. Run the offense. It works.
Overmeyer drives the baseline, puts on the brakes. Gonzalez tries to knock it away. Good job to spin out of the way, or he could have got called for a foul. But Riffle tries a 3 and counted out of the timeout for Gage Riffle. Cuts the lead in half, and Triton now trails by 3, 22-19. Inside 3 minutes to go here before halftime. LaVille with the basketball. Allen now goes on over to Edison. On top to Gonzalez. Back to Foster. Finds Allen on the elbow. Outside he goes to Gonzalez. 3-pointer for the lefty on the way. High off the rim and into the band. And it's out of bounds, and Triton takes over off the dead ball rebound. Checking in now will be Avery Garrett, the 6'2 senior for the Lancers, as Braden Foster gets a break. LaVille going to continue to force the issue here in the full court. Tracking Triton the entire way. Back to Riker, goes up to Brady Wood. He'll drive. Brady Wood attacks, and he draws the foul. The freshman goes to the line.
So Zarnecki's going to pick up his first, team's second.
Jason Groves, a quick conference with Jaden Overmeyer. Wood cannot get it to drop in, and Triton.
Yep. Oh, a 3 right now. Have not gotten any of their free throws to go in.
And in a game like this, free throws are going to be extremely important.
And they're 67% on the season. They shot 75% from the free throw line against Winamac.
Just uncharacteristic.
And Allen, good hustle play. Saves it as he throws it to Garrett. Gonzalez down the right wing. Goes to Allen. Garrett trying to get Gonzalez freed up. Zarnecki now guarded by Jaden Overmeyer. This could be an interesting match between those two. Allen leads it for Edison, top of the key, guarded by Gage Riffle. Edison puts it on the floor, goes out to Gonzalez, corner three for the lefty. Too strong, doesn't catch the rim. Goes to Cody Allen. Zarnecki with it now outside the three-point line, inside 2 minutes to go. He drives and draws the foul. Near side official going to make the call.
So Reichert's going to pick up his first, but Triton's 4th team foul.
Great toss right there by the water boy. Did you see that?
Do what now?
Did you see that toss from behind the bench?
Well,
perfect.
I'm pretty sure Jason. I thought Jason tossed it.
Well, you know what? Then
that's what I was going to say.
What a toss by the coach.
Goes to Garrett. Now goes to Zarnecki. He'll leave it for Allen. I'm trying to set a screen for him. And Jaden Overmeyer, I think this is a good matchup as him tracking Zarnecki, using that strength that he's got and that athleticism that Overmeyer possesses. Fadeaway jumper for Zarnecki. Up, no good. Defense by Overmeyer, but Edison's putback no good. Overmeyer tips it, and a foul call on LaVille on the rebound. Jaden Overmeyer, what a play by him there on defense.
So Garrett picked up his first, team's 3rd.
Wood gets it here on the near side, goes back to Wayne Reichert, to Swanson, now to Brady Wood. Working against Edison, he splits up the half, past the half-court line, goes to Swanson on the right side. Final minute of the half mirroring.
22-19 is the score.
Reichert on the outside, goes to Overmeyer in the corner. Pass behind him, ripped out of bounds, and they say the Riffle couldn't track it down. Triton turns it over.
Had the right idea, just pass was just little bit too far behind.
Because Triton having a lot of key players out right now with fouls. 3 of the 5 starters out with 2 fouls right now. Allen goes to Zarnecki. To Gonzalez. Knocked away from Brady Wood. The freshman takes it away. They've got numbers. Wood, spin move, goes up, leaves it for Reichert. Reichert has to save it, but he can't get it. And Jason Rose, did he get the timeout?
He might have got the no.
I was going to say,
I thought it looked like it.
Boy, that'd have been a my goodness.
That would have been great timing right there by the coach.
.30 seconds to go.
Hands by Overmeyer.
Overmeyer, another good defensive play. He drives to the basket. Put it in! Jaden Overmeyer uses the hands and shows off the speed and the strength to the basket and puts it in and drops the team within one with 3.5 to go.
So Allen picked up his first, team's 4th. See if Overmeyer can break that streak of the free throws.
And he does just that as he tickles the twine and ties it at 22.
No easy shots. Don't foul.
Gonzalez at the buzzer. Doesn't count, and we're going to go to halftime where we started the ball game. Tied up, Triton 22, LaVille 22. Kenny's going to push the halftime stats across eventually. Boy, what a play. Jaden Overmeyer, some good defense on both sides there at the end of this quarter, really setting up, and he gave Triton some serious momentum going into the second half.
And you needed that momentum going into that half. I mean, everything was stale. The offense wasn't moving, but you know what? That's what the resilience of these Trojans have. That defense is what got them back and willed them back into this game again.
Now Kenny with her halftime stats.
That was Triton. Garrett finally got one of those to drop, of 5. LaVille 4 of 5. Free two-pointers 6 of 9 and 9 of 17. Behind the arc, Triton did get 3 of their 10 attempts, but LaVille has not gotten a 3 to drop at all. And on our count, turnovers 7 to 7 for Zarnecki, 10. Edison, Foster each with 4, and Gonzalez and Allen each with 2. And really nobody has Foster having those 2 fouls, but then Zarnecki, Edison, Allen, and Garrett all having those single fouls, so not a big deal on their foul side of it. Riffle, 11 points here. Patrick and Swanson each with 4 and Overmeyer with 3. But the big thing there, Large picked up 2, but also Whit Hoyle picking up those 2 fouls very early in the game. Set out a lot of that time, and then, of course, Patrick picked up the other 2 fouls.
All right, so stay tuned. They'll have the Chuck-a-Duck event going on here at halftime, and after that we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, we're going to do play-by-play of this Chuck-a-Duck contest. I mean, we're getting close. We got some quackers heading to half court here.
Oh, everybody's a little bit.
Oh, they're getting close. We got one in the center circle thus far.
Yep, everybody's.
we got two.
That one might be a little closer.
Oh, do I hear 3? Oh, we got another side now.
Yep.
The student section is going to try.
Looks like a lot of them from this right side are a little low.
You almost want to.
Oh! You see that? Do you see the
right
bump
next, he bumped it closer.
Yep.
Oh, we got a couple migrating now a little bit more to the west here.
Got two.
Those two look like they're almost the exact same distance apart.
I think
Ducks migrate in the winter, right? It's like
yeah.
Migrating. It's the right term in this scenario here.
Still looks like that one to the right is not touching the outside, so it's probably close.
That was a far one.
Now, do you play defense here? You still try to head to that center. So you got to play defense, try to knock that far duck out of the far side.
You got to get it out of the bundle. Oh, man. You got all those ducks right there. You got to be careful.
You got 3. You got 3 in the circle.
Slowing down.
Oh, we got 4. It's on the line.
It stopped short.
Just hang on. That duck may still be alive.
That looks like a good toss. Yep. Oh, it hit a duck. That was going to land pretty close.
Slowing down. Oh, I still see some. We got.
There's still a handful of ducks here.
Yep, still.
That's a great chuck.
Oh, there comes one.
Wow.
Oh.
They really got to get him out there. We have one more?
Youngsters, they're trying. I see 1 duck left.
Yep.
I see 2 ducks. We got 2 ducks left here. Yep. And we got currently, it looks like 3 quackers inside the circle.
And, boy, the ones to the right and the one to the left.
I don't know. That 1 duck still might be alive there on that one edge of that corner. I think that's a 50-50 call there, kid.
Yeah, I say it's pretty
close. It's pretty close.
Like
depending on if that far one, if it's on the line, that might be the closest.
We still got 1 duck sitting over here.
Oh, yep.
We still got 1 duck.
Throw it to me.
1 more duck.
Oh, there.
Oh. And that's going to do it. Looks like we're going to get I think they're clear.
See if they can tell which one they think it's going to be.
Who's the closest to the
bust
middle?
out the ruler for this.
The
tape measure.
Where's Cade now with the camera? He could be down here filming this, see where the closest duck's going to be in the circle. Too late, Cade. You're already up here.
Oh.
So which one are they picking? I'm just trying to decide.
This is going to come down to a decision by committee here.
You know what? If we got a 3-way tie, I say they all get the toss again, right?
Well, we're going to find out.
The Trojan?
A Trojan won it.
Youngster won it. Oh!
Oh, there we go.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim, looky there.
What is that? $100?
Man,
that's rent.
Don't spend it all on PlayStation there, pal, or Xbox, whatever the kids spend.
Don't buy those V-Bucks.
Yeah, don't buy those V-Bucks. All right, we'll take a break now. We'll be back for the second half right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second half about to get underway. Tied at 22. We'll see what the two teams adjust coming out here to start halftime. Patrick, Workman, Swanson, Riffle, and Whithoyle the 5. Gonzalez, Allen, Edison, Zarnecki, and Foster the 5 out there for the Lancers. Triton starts with the basketball. Here we go. Patrick enters the center circle. Exits there in the middle. Leaves it for Whithoyle in the high post. Trying to go to Workman in the traffic. Knocked away there by Allen. Zarnecki puts on the brakes. Didn't have numbers. Covers up the basketball. Now goes to Allen. They'll set their offense.
Trojans got to be careful. On average, this is LaVille's almost their best quarter. They average almost 14 points in this quarter.
They're a good team coming out of the halftime break. Allen right now works on over to Edison. Finding Foster. Trying to look for Gonzalez. Intercepted by Swanson. Coach like, dude, can't throw it there. Out to Julian Swanson. He'll try a three. Counted for
Oh.
Swanson. Triton leads by 3, 25-22.
That was a great pass. Those kind of overhead passes you can make when you got that wide open gap. Trojans really got to be careful taking care of the ball this quarter.
Edison with the basketball working against Riffle. Now finds Allen on the left side. Allen hands it off to Gonzalez. To Zarnecki. Zarnecki trying to get some separation, looking for Edison in the far side corner. He'll try the dribble drive. Leads to
Good
Zarnecki.
backdoor.
Good cut. Banks open. That cuts the lead to 1. 25-24. Triton still out in front.
He leads all scorers with 12.
Zarnecki showing off why he averages just shy, a little over 23 points, or right at 23 points a game for the first 9 games of the year for these Lancers. On pace to do so here in this one. Swanson puts on the brakes and Triton going to just slow down the tempo here and make LaVille play in the half court defensively. Patrick goes to Swanson down the corner to Riffle. Edison tracking Riffle the full way, not giving him any breathing room. Must be some conversations going on. I'm sure friendly.
Oh, yeah. How was your day? What kind of homework you got?
What'd you have for lunch today?
Pizza?
Underneath to Whit Hoyle.
Pizza sounds so good.
Another one for Swanson. Back iron. Edison gets the rebound. Back go the Lancers. Zarnecki with it. 1 point separate the two teams. Zarnecki spins into the lane and gets fouled.
Yeah, Swanson had his arms down, and Zarnecki tried to go up through it. So Swanson's going to pick up his first. Of course, team's first for this second half.
They say the foul's on the floor on the way to the basket. 5:37 to go here in the third. Zarnecki pull-up jumper off the inbound. Connects, and LaVille's back out in front.
Great job of putting Dante right into that screen. Got to chase. It's hard. Got to chase him over, though.
5 lead changes in this ball game. LaVille's got through. This is their third lead of the ball game. Patrick tries to feed it to Whit Hoyle underneath, but Allen doing a nice job getting in that passing lane, as Q said.
Yep.
They play the passing lanes well up here at LaVille. Allen now with the top of the key, tries to feed it backdoor. Trying to track it. Now back to Allen. Zarnecki calling for it. He'll elect to go to Gonzalez. Zarnecki wants it there at the free throw and lost track of it. Now he'll try the drive. Throws away from the baseline to Foster. Gonzalez works up to the top of the key. Goes to Zarnecki on the side. Spinning down on the baseline. Outside to Cody Allen. Now to Edison, and he'll take off.
Travel.
Kind of switched those feet just a little bit before he took off. Now Caden Lawrence will check in for Dante Workman. Patrick now up the floor. Hands it off to Swanson. Back to Patrick. Goes to Riffle. Steps back for three. Contested. Doesn't catch the rim. With Hoyle caught it, but he was on the baseline. And Triton will turn it off. Or turn it over. That was good defense on the closeout on the Riffle three by LaVille. Gonzalez ripped away from Landon Patrick, and a kick ball call last minute by the near side official.
Was it intentional?
Well, I didn't see it. No,
We need to ask Landon.
Well, no. Where's Rodney?
Yeah.
Rodney's rules. Exactly. Ryan's got it. Well, Ryan said they must have measured that duck by the bill during the chuck-a-duck.
We think they said it was the one to our left is the one that won it.
It was the young Montabeno kid from Triton. Zarnecki inside the top of the key, goes out to Edison. Halfway gone here in the third quarter. It's LaVille by one, 26-25. Turnover, Triton takes over. You go spend the money already on some nachos, looks like. Should bring him on an interview.
You know, I respect that choice so well, like so much.
Large on the outside, tries to go across the way to Riffle. I don't know. The ball didn't seem like it changed direction. Like I said, Triton's got to be careful of those long passes against this LaVille team. They defend them well. They know how to move and track down that ball.
Got to be smart with the ball.
Zarnecki guarded by Riffle. A bit of a different look here defensively.
Lob.
Gonzalez now goes to Foster. Edison will drive. Baseline. Throws it back into play to Gonzalez. Now on the outside, trying giving him a lot of space outside the three-point line. Gonzalez down the corner, goes down into Zarnecki. Here comes the double team.
That's going to be
a charge. And Riffle drew it. Great recognition by Riffle. That fired up the Triton fan base.
And that'll be Zarnecki's second. Team's first.
They're looking to pick up the pressure. They had a lot of success. Trojans got to be smart.
Yep, now it's getting
out
close.
of time here. Swanson gets it up the floor. Swanson thought about it. Good closeout by Gonzalez. Landed. Patrick for three. Can't drop it in. Woodhoyle gets the offensive board. Tries to go to Riffle. Cannot do so. Foster comes away with them. Back of the Lancers. LaVille up by one here. 2:39 to go here in the third. Now goes to Edison. Leaves it for Foster. Foster trying to dribble out of trouble. Woodhoyle going to pressure it. Gonzalez guarded by Patrick. Goes to Allen. Now to Foster. Zarnecki trying to fight through. Riffle doing a nice job defensively. Trying to take him away off ball. Allen goes outside to Edison. Edison pull-up jumper, contested, in and out. Rebound, Gage Riffle. Riffle now trying scoring a 1 3-pointer here in this third quarter. Only 7 points combined between the two schools in this quarter alone. Large goes down to Woodhoyle, looking for his first points. Ripped away from Edison off ball, or on the weak side. Riffle for three, can't drop it in. Woodhoyle collects it, goes back up, and a foul call.
Well, then check the scoreboard. The bleacher got shook.
Oh, yes. I'll have to look on it.
So 26-25 is our score as Tanner Woodhoyle appears to go to the line for 2 attempts here.
We lost the period, too.
Yep, might have to redo it.
First one on the way for Woodhoyle. Takes a friendly bounce at the front iron. Ties it at 26. The minute 25 to go as Jaden Overmeyer checks in. Brady Wood also checking in. And everybody I got? Looks like. It's Woodhoyle a chance for the lead. Free throw. Does just that as he drops in the bottom of the basket.
His first 2 points of the night.
Aaron Kebb checks in for Edison. 1:24 to go here in the third period. Triton by one, 27-26. Zarnecki guarded by Overmeyer. That was a fun matchup at the end of the first half. I see a bit more here. Kebb goes behind Overmeyer, and he comes away with the loose. Oh, it's a 5-for-loose ball and a foul call. You get Triton on a reach here. I think it might have been Overmeyer going back to the ball.
Coach Groves electing to put his football players on Zarnecki.
Trying to use that physicality. I like that move.
So Overmeyer picked up his first two fouls apiece for each of the teams in this third quarter.
Foster gets on the outside. Kebb now with it. Goes to Zarnecki off the screen for three. Count it. It's something LaVille does so well, opening up their players with this lead 29-27. Inside a minute to go here in the third.
That's their first three-pointer to drop for this evening.
Swanson goes with the runner up and a charge call. Kebb got there in time, got his feet planted, saw the drive coming, slid underneath there and got in there and drew the charge.
So Swanson's going to pick up his second.
McFarland now checking in on behalf of Swanson. 43.6 to go here in the third. LaVille by 2, 29-27. Gonzalez goes to Zarnecki. Back to Gonzalez. Look for them to bleed some clock here to hold for that final shot. Brady Wood guarding Gonzalez, and they're going to get called for a reach.
So Woods picked up his first, but also Triton's fourth.
Gonzalez in the far side corner. Goes to Zarnecki. Overmeyer and Zarnecki fighting per position. And the thing is with Overmeyer guarding him and botting him up a little bit, going to wear down trying to wear down Zarnecki. Ben McFarland intercepts it, goes to Brady Wood.
Got plenty of
4
time.
seconds, tail drive, goes up, and he'll draw the foul.
So Allen's going to pick up his third foul on that exchange.
So Brady Wood settles in. A chance to tie here on this trip to the free throw line. Connects on the first. 3.1 to go here in the third.
Pick up full court. Make it a little difficult.
Ties it at 29. Back and forth we go. Gonzalez gets it. Now goes to Foster, and that he'll heave it at full court. And he'll go into the student section. That'll do it for the third period. We're tied at 29, and we're headed to a very dramatic fourth quarter. As John Harrell predicted, 1 point on his prediction, separating the two sides in favor of the home team here this evening.
Yeah, so it's right there pretty even all the way across.
Going to have to be a pretty big fourth quarter.
But Triton, I mean, 22 points, both sides put up 22 points in that first half. I mean, Triton won that first quarter. LaVille won the second. We're tied at the third.
Yep. Just 7 points apiece put up in that.
The Triton cheerleaders doing their routine. I don't know. I don't know. They got mad props for me when they do. I told one of the cheerleaders down there, I said, I don't know how you guys do it. I know there's a lot of practice, but there's got to be mats or something. Because there's no way. No way. You have to really trust. You talk about trusting your teammates. I mean, cheerleaders, you're holding somebody up in that air like that. You better be trusting somebody. Been a good one here. This former Hoosier North Conference. Appreciate all 220-plus watching. It's been a good one. Here at the Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. Of course.
Yeah, we'll be
back up here in a couple weeks.
Of course, for the boys, don't play again until next Tuesday night.
Yep.
At home versus John Glenn.
We'll have that one, of course. Then they'll have the varsity doubleheader on Friday against Culver. Then the varsity schools will have another doubleheader as they play Culver for Bi-County to start.
Why don't we play Friday?
What?
Why don't we play Friday?
I'm not sure why they don't have anything on the schedule for this Friday.
Because Orion wants a break.
Well, he's getting that break. It's a long one.
I would have rather this game been on that Friday.
Yeah.
That's been a good one.
Got to help down low.
Riffle trying to draw the charge. Zarnecki gets it. Triton want to call. I don't know if Riffle had enough position to warrant the charge. So Zarnecki gets the point. LaVille leading now 31-29.
Kind of an awkward fall, too. Corner. Ooh, he had Gage wide open. Be patient. There you go.
Now goes to Patrick. Kicks it out to Swanson.
Good
Swanson
shot fake.
drives the baseline, leads it to Patrick with the floater. The equalizer does not drop in, and Foster gets the rebound. Swanson had a chance to try to rip it away. No good. Now Gonzalez back the other way. LaVille by 2. 7:05 to go here.
31-29 is our score. Two's not showing up.
Swanson comes from the weak side of guard. Zarnecki down to Gonzalez, and now a 4-point lead for the Lancers. 33-29. Over a minute gone here in the fourth. Patrick works it on over to Brady Wood into the corner to Julian Swanson. Guarded very closely by Avery Garrett. Wood now goes to Woodhoyo. Both coaches. Oh, good steal by Foster. Takes it away off the dribble path, feeds it to Gonzalez. Follow through by Edison's good, and an M1 opportunity coming for LaVille.
picked up his third.
And Dante Workman going to check in for him. So Edison a chance to extend the lead. And that's their largest lead of the ball game, up 7. 36-29, 6:18 to go in the fourth. LaVille out in front. Triton to go on a little bit of a run here. Riffle feeds it down into Dante Workman. Goes up. Workman can't connect. Foster with a good defense. Pushes it up to Zarnecki. Now to Garrett. And he puts it in. Transition basket and a full timeout for Jason Gross coming here. Jason Gross pleading his case.
Yep.
So Triton has used 3 timeouts. They have 2 timeouts remaining. I don't believe LaVille has used one yet.
No.
Oh.
That's exactly the start to the fourth that you wanted if you're LaVille. And if you're the Trojans, you really got to – this full timeout is going to be big.
Yeah,
you got to refocus.
Yeah, you only put up 7 – each team only put up 7 points in that third. LaVille just –
a 9-0 run here.
Right.
Yeah.
Come out.
The first
2 minutes and 2 seconds of the fourth quarter.
Kind of how that second quarter was. LaVille just kind of a different team of what there was in that first quarter. Just kind of really put it to them and took off, and Triton was able to take a couple little timeouts and got reacquainted and got it back just tight at halftime. So
LaVille using that size, they're moving the ball well, moving off ball, moving well, but Triton has got to find a way to get that offense to start working. I mean, yeah, you're doing well defensively, but you got to answer those offensive opportunities on the other side.
Yeah, you got to do a better job of swinging the ball. You got to move the ball. You got to cut. I mean, the Trojans, they just kind of look stagnant and they look tired. They kind of depending on the three, and it's hard because LaVille's doing a great job of closing out and denying everything. And like you said, they're getting in the passing lanes. Got to take care of the ball.
Now goes to Patrick. Dante Workman now trying to move it up the floor. Out to Riffle. Riffle, 3-pointer on the way. Can't drop it in. Swanson fighting for the rebound. It's going to be a foul on the floor on Garrett, I believe.
Yep, and Garrett's going to pick up his second. Of course, only team's first this fourth quarter.
Tips and Triton's got to corral that ball. It's these mental mistakes right now. The Trojans have got to overcome this. This is a group that's battled through adversity. They need to do so here.
Yep. Got to get it. It starts right here on the defensive end. You got to get some stops.
Cody Allen back in. That means the starting five's out there for the Lancers. Gonzalez pushing up the far side, guarded by Patrick. Leaves it for Cody Allen. Now to the near side to Foster. Foster on the left wing. Goes out to Zarnecki. Back to Edison. So looking for Foster. .525 gone. 38-29 is our score. LaVille out in front. Gonzalez with it, guarded by Patrick, goes to Foster. Triton needs to get up and force the issue.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have enough time. You're down by 9. You've got to start making some waves here.
It's going to do it.
Yeah, you got to add that pressure. You got to get the 5-second count.
It's going to do a burn, it looks like, for LaVille.
Yeah. This is their spread offense. You got to force the issue.
Gonzalez now goes to Brady Wood. Jaden Overmeyer going to check in for Triton as Allen. LaVille continues to burn the clock, and nearly a minute gone here on this possession. Edison goes up, can't get it to drop in. Foster gets a rebound, and he gets fouled on the putback.
So Wood picked up his second, Triton's second.
Triton legend. Ben Montabano out here coaching the boys just as well.
And Foster now settling in. Next on the first, and LaVille doing a nice job. 86% from the free throw line here in this ball game, 6-7. They now lead 39-29, their largest lead, 10 of the ball game.
Foster shooting 88% from the free throw line.
The team
this season.
77% coming into today.
They know how to get it done when they get in that charity stripe.
And LaVille will take their first. They're going to take a 30-second timeout. Edison is trying to enforce hey, keep running our spread. Go out and play defense. Don't let this Triton team go on a run, because right now Triton has got to be near perfection on the offensive side here for these next couple minutes.
Yeah, and if the game was just a little bit closer, if you weren't down by the 11 points that you are, if you're the Trojans, you could run your own spread offense of your own and look to score out of it and, drain some clock like LaVille's doing. But right now, on your offensive end, you got to go down, you got to get your bucket, and you got to get on defense. And like we heard, Montabeno and Coach Groves both yelling, you got to get up, you got to pressure, you got to force that 5-second count to at least get started. When they pick up the ball, everybody needs to be denying the ball, but making sure at the same time you don't get an easy back door.
We'll see what they do here. Triton has their work cut out for them here for the next 4:33 to go here in the fourth. 40-29, LaVille leads.
One bite at a time. If you're going to eat the elephant, it starts with one.
One bite at a time. Triton with 2 timeouts remaining. LaVille with 4. Got to execute here. Out of Swanson in the corner. Pull-up jumper from the lane, up and in. So Triton scores out of the break, or out of the timeout. Need to keep forcing the issue, pressure the ball.
There you go.
Try to see if you can get LaVille to
going
force
fast.
a mistake. A push foul called off the ball by, I believe, Swanson.
So Swanson's going to pick up his third.
Foster inbounds uncontested, goes to Gonzalez. Now to Allen. Zarnecki with it now, goes to Gonzalez. Inside the halfway point here in the fourth. Here comes Gage Riffle. Riffle down the floor. Here comes Foster. And Riffle puts it in, and a foul call. Triton goes the line for an and one opportunity.
That's exactly what you need if you're the Trojans. You can't stop now, though. Now that you're getting the momentum, you can't just give up.
So Foster picked up his third, second for the LaVille.
Riffle now tickles the twine. And Triton on a little run, 5-0 run of their own.
Got to pick up.
They stopped the 11-0 run, but they got to continue to climb.
Yep, there you go. Oh, he's calling timeout.
And now I'm going to call a timeout.
Looks like they're taking their first 30, or the second
That'll
30.
be their second timeout. And Edison not happy with his players after these last couple interchanges. Kind of loose with the ball movement. They're allowing Triton back in this ball game. If you're Triton, you've got to continue to climb and take most of those mistakes, because speeding them up is really paying off.
Yeah.
You knew when they made that basket, they was going to immediately press and put some pressure right on them to get a hopefully a scoop and score.
Yep. And right now, it kind of looked like the roles have switched at the beginning of the fourth. Triton was looking kind of slow, but then after that timeout that Coach Groves took, now it kind of looked like it's flipped. And the Trojans got to be careful coming out of this timeout. You can't go back to how you started the fourth. You got to still pressure. You got to make sure that Zarnecki, especially, does not get a full head of steam in a wide open lane.
You got to keep an eye on Edison, another one as well. But the other groups or pairs of that Lancer team out there on the floor has moved the ball well. They facilitate the offense, but Triton, you've got to continue to pressure the ball. Gonzalez guarded by Brady Wood, lost his dribble, throws it high. Edison tracks it down.
Great snag right there by Edison.
He's caught, goes to Foster, now up to Gonzalez. They get it past the half-court line. Allen guarded by Swanson. 3:23 to go. Foster goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to push off. And it went off of Brady Wood. I think it's kind of when he jumped and the two kind of collided. And if you're anybody out there for Triton, you got to play hard. That's what Jason Groves expects out of you. Play smart, play hard. Play like you want this. You got to be hungry out there. Zarnecki.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter with a close game like this, it's who wants it more. Who's going to execute better and who's going to do what the coach is asking of.
Gonzalez now with the basketball on the left wing and a foul call on Triton.
So Workman's going to pick up his first, but also that's Triton's fourth.
Yep, that's where those early fouls, that's where they hurt in the fourth.
And this is a very, very, very good free throw shooting team out here for LaVille. Kicked. Now that was intentional.
I would say that one was.
Now Jade handled punting duty, so it's not surprising that ball traveled a little bit of a distance.
He's so effortless when he does it. It's funny.
Knocked away, ripped away from Swanson. Back of the Trojans.
Gotta be careful. You got that pressure coming.
Riffle to cut it in half. It does! And Triton once was down by 11, now trailed by 3, 40-37, 2:35 to go here in the fourth.
Tale of spurts. They went on 11-0 run, and now Triton's went on an 8-0 run.
Workman almost coming away with Zarnecki. Leads it down to Allen.
Yep.
And Triton needs to start pressuring these guys that aren't off the scores and really kind of rush their dribble movement.
Yep, you got to, especially the ones that are primarily just down low. The big guys, you got to get in there. He's still going to go to the free throw line if there's a foul. Yep. Great recognition right there by Zarnecki just to force the foul. Get the clock to stop, and he's a great free throw shooter.
Near automatic.
Yep.
He said 75% on the season coming into tonight's game.
So Workman picked up his second foul on that exchange.
LaVille 88% and climbing from the free throw line. Leads up to 4, 41-37. Landon Patrick and Tanner Whithoyo checking in the game.
Tanner's got those 3 fouls, and Swanson also has 3 fouls. Both players got to be smart, being out there. And if you're the Trojans, if you're gonna attack downhill, because you don't need a 3. A 3 would be great, but you don't need a 3. A quick 2, and you're still only 1 possession away. If you're attacking downhill, you got to be careful, because LaVille is notorious for taking those big time charges, and you got to watch when they step up.
Swanson caught in the corner. Here comes the trap. Jason Groves trying to call a timeout. And he'll get awarded the timeout, and now Triton will have 1 full timeout remaining. LaVille takes a seat. Triton going to stand up during this timeout. Jason Groves trying to focus them in. 1 timeout remaining, 2:09 to go. LaVille leads 42-37. You know, I watched film last night. I expected to go in, and that's exactly what we've gotten here tonight at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium.
Kind of getting to wonder there in that first part of that fourth quarter is going to get a pull away, but yeah, coming on around and getting close.
But you got to give Triton, you had 2 choices there after an 11-0 run. Do you just roll over and just mail it in and call it a game? No, this group came in and went on that 8-0 run themselves to climb themselves back in the ball game.
And you're still in this. I mean, it's a 2-possession game, but it's only 5 points. And you got 5 points in 20 seconds. So that's the beautiful thing about basketball is the tide can shift so fast, because one shot it's worth more than 1 point unless you're at the free throw line. So
Mackenzie Mbako did it the other night, 8 points in 52 seconds. So and Reggie Miller once did it 8 points in 9 seconds. So
Tracy McGrady did 13 and.
Now you got to go. Look, I had 2 perfect Indiana examples, and you got to go out of state.
But
what for?
It's T-Mac.
Oh my goodness.
He's one of the greatest.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I had 2 Indiana.
I mean, didn't he? Oh no, he did against the Spurs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, there's some youngsters watching. They don't know who T-Mac is.
Oh, it's fine. Now Swanson gets it. Trying to get up the floor attacking. Riffle, corner 3, blocked by Zarnecki. Tipped in the hands of Brady Wood. It's up and in. And a foul! The freshman, Brady Buckets, coming up big. Catching the loose ball, drawing the foul, getting the shot to drop in, and a chance to cut it to 2. This and 1 opportunity.
You love the hustle right there by LaVille, but at the same time, it just bites you in the.
And also, that's Allen's 4th.
So that's a big foul for LaVille. Allen, a very key facilitator for this LaVille team out, and also defensively a force as well.
Hey.
And Brady Wood cuts the lead, 42-40, inside 2 minutes to go. Zarnecki now up the floor. Overmeyer trying to draw it.
Good recognition by Zarnecki to spin away from that.
That's the Lancers back up by 4.
Slow down. You still have 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and you're only down by 4.
Swanson pull-up jumper on the way, rattles home. Back to a 2-point ball game. Jason Gross going to take his final timeout with 1 minute and 32 seconds to go. Triton's out of timeouts.
Yep.
Got to be smart now with the basketball. You cannot stop the clock the rest of the way out. I think
3 points and 4 points separating the prediction. How does he do it? That's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that is quite amazing.
I think we got to get Orion to start doing it. If anybody else can figure out prediction, it's got to start being Orion.
Oh yeah.
What? You ain't got nothing to that? He's going to leave his mic. Did you see that? He's going to leave his mic up. I'm leading him into Orion to start a new path of his greatness.
There you go. Besides doing this for 33 years?
I can't start betting.
My wife won't let me. Not that we are doing that on a high school game, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm too competitive. I did it once. It didn't go well. Never going to do it again. All right, here we go. Out of the timeout, Triton with no timeouts remaining. 3 timeouts remaining for the Lancers, all full. Edison gets the ball up the floor to Foster.
Ooh, they had Zarnecki wide open.
Edison up and in. Back to a 4-point ball game. 2-possession game again. Triton needing a stop and a run, a little bit of a run.
You remember, no timeouts, so.
Yep, and
he can't
as a player, you got to remember that.
Oh, yep.
Patrick's on a travel. He hesitated trying to go to the corner. And a costly turnover for the Trojans. And Patrick, one who has a short-term memory. But that one goes Wood now guarding Gonzalez. Wood trying to rip it away. Gets called for the foul. Gonzalez, a near one. He's a 90% free throw shooter going to the line. Coming in today, 8 of 9 from the free throw line on the season. So it's about as good as it gets going to the line there.
Yeah, it is.
This whole team. And Michael Edison's got to be happy with his group and how they go to that free throw line. That's going to be big come postseason play.
It is. And being able to just knock them down. What is it? Free throws win championships?
I agree. When they matter.
Defense. Rebounding.
So now it's a 6-point ball game with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. 48-42, LaVille with the lead. Back to Swanson. Triton needing a loud basket here as Swanson does just that on the elbow. Now it's a 4-point game. Need to stop.
Oh, off his hands.
That. Swanson to Brady Wood to cut it to the lead.
The freshman steps up.
Brady buckets, cuts it to 1. And LaVille going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. What a play by Gage Riffle. Triggers it, and then the freshman stepping up in a big moment here. Brady buckets, drops him within 1.
And that's something we've been talking about. When Brady comes in, he is just making an impact, whether it's on the defensive end or even offense. He is not one to shy away from the big moment.
And Chad Patrick and Jason Groves with a quick conference, trying to figure out what they're going to do here in this full timeout. Triton has no timeouts remaining. LaVille with 2. 43 seconds to go here in the fourth. 1 point. This used to be a conference game, but I'm telling you what, it's a non-conference game. We've been in for a good one here tonight.
LaVille in the bonus, but even if they go to the free throw line and knock down both, Trojans are still only down by 1 possession.
Right now, Triton, you've got to dig deep. How bad do you want it?
If you're the Trojans, if they end up going up by 3 points, you don't need the 3 right away. But it starts right here. Got to get a stop.
Allen looking. Goes to the middle. Edison bobbles the pass. Allen loses it. Triton's got the basketball. And Swanson lost it out of bounds. But Triton, you can obviously see they're really rattling the ball handlers. They got to continue the pressure if they want to try to win this ball game. LaVille's got to settle down, and Riffle tracking Zarnecki the whole way. Zarnecki gets it.
Zarnecki just demanding the ball. Come and help.
Zarnecki's going to go to the corner, tipped by Patrick. Allen's got it in the corner. Patrick going to foul Cody Allen.
That jump ball.
Or jump ball. And it is!
Jump ball. It's a Trojan
Triton
ball.
gets the basketball. 26.9 to go.
Oh.
And Dante Workman going to check in the ball game. And he's going to check in for Jaden Overmeyer. Triton down by 1, 26.9 to go. Triton, no timeouts remaining. Patrick, past the half-court line. $20 bill to go. Hands it off to Brady Wood. Now to Swanson. Swanson just came up big here in this ball game. He'll drive, spinning on the way through. Pull-up jump for the lead. Oh! 7 seconds.
Moment.
And LaVille's going to take their second. They will have one timeout remaining. 6.7 to go. Triton with a 1-point lead on Julian Swanson. Have himself a night here tonight. 15 points for the junior. They may not be daggers from beyond the arc, but by golly, those mid-range jumpers are still alive and well in Indiana basketball.
Live or die by the mid-range, I guess.
I love those mid-range shots. That's right there. But now you've got to defend. You've got to be smart with the basketball. No fouls here.
No fouls.
That's going to be the biggest thing.
That's the big, yep.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is don't push so hard here that they do a full court lob.
Yep.
Down and just make a wide open layup.
Because LaVille, another thing for them, they're on their home floor. This group has moved the ball well. Triton has got to stay disciplined here on this interchange. LaVille with one timeout remaining, Triton with none. The Trojans lead 49-48 with 6.7 to go here in the ball game. Overmeyer, Patrick, Wood, Riffle, Swanson the 5. Allen, Gonzalez, Edison, Zarnecki, and Foster the 5 out there for the Lancers.
I would, yeah. Don't play the ball. Just.
They're going to throw it to the floor. Foster's got it.
And another timeout.
Another timeout. I think that's a smart move by Edison. Get the ball up to half court.
Yep.
Take away the pressure by Triton had with the leg up there.
Only lost a second on the clock.
Yep. I think coaches recognized that they were going to just heave it down there, so pulled everybody back.
That's the final timeout for either side here in this ball game.
You know, I'll say that's a smart heads-up play to put it as a bounce pass too, just over the head. All it takes is one gust of wind somehow, some way, and it's just going to soar. So
big chance here. Both sides drawing what they need to do. Everybody on either respective side focused in on the coaches, talking on either bench. Boy, what a good one we've had here tonight. My goodness. Just bouncing back between the twos. I mean, they're both animated coaches. It's going to be big here. How bad do you want it?
Who's going to execute?
You know, Edison grabbed Zarnecki as they walked away from the bench and said something.
You know, and the great thing about having a player like Zarnecki is you can use him almost as a decoy.
Yep.
Draw the Trojans in and then, dump it off to somebody else. So you got to be smart.
Zarnecki wants it back to Edison. Edison, he'll drive, kicks it out. Gonzalez for the lead. It doesn't go in. Triton win! Triton was down on an 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter and came back, put 20 points up to win the ball game, 49-48. What a game by this Triton team and by LaVille. You want a good basketball game? We got one here to start 2025.
You want to talk about a team that shows some resilience.
Well,
kudos to the Trojans for not giving up and battling.
Like we said, it was supposed to be a one-point game, and the only reason we figured it was just going to be because it was a home. Well, they already killed our scoreboard, but I think everything's synced across there. So for the Trojans there, free throws, 7 of 11. LaVille almost perfect there, 11 of 12. 2 points, 12 of 17. LaVille, 17 of 28. Biggest thing there is those three-pointers. LaVille only got 1 of their 10 attempts to drop, where Triton got 6 of 19, and the turnovers fairly close there, 17 to 18. As far as individual stats here, Zarnecki led to LaVille with 23, Edison with 9, Gonzalez and Foster each with 6, Allen and Garrett each with 2. For the Trojans, Riffle 17, Swanson 15, Wood 8, Patrick with 4, and Overmeyer with 3. So going to throw this other up here right now because they did take our scoreboard down, so that's got the score on it. So we're going to get switched around here a little bit and try to do an interview, so just hang on.
All right, Coach. Your team down 11-0 at the end of that, to start that fourth quarter, a team that most kids would roll over and give up. Your guys just continue to battle in one of the toughest environments you can go into.
Yeah, we had no business winning that game, but it's a testament to our kids. Like you said, they battled. For a stretch there, I did not like the body language, and I kind of got on them about that. And I challenged them before the game, and I said, I think this game, second half of the season, is going to tell us what kind of team we're going to be. And so I thought tonight was a good example of that. We still got to get through when things don't go for a while. Excuse me, I'm out of breath.
I have no idea why.
Yeah, but when things don't go well for us, we kind of hang our heads. And that's how these kids are. And I've been trying to get it out of them one way or another, and it's hard with these kids. But they did a great job responding to that after I challenged them, and fought back, made some plays. Julian, Brady. Everybody, Gay, they all were making plays. They were getting after it defensively, and that was nice to see.
Now, one that kind of stood out, especially there at the end of the first half when Jaden kind of stepped up defensively, had a stop over here, got another stop, then got down the floor, absorbed used his athleticism to go to the basket.
Yeah.
Those kind of plays were huge tonight for those guys those reserves coming in.
Definitely, physicality I thought was good. We talk about fundamental physicality, be physical but be fundamental. Jaden did a great job there. I think he's better when we challenge him. He can stick on a guy like Zarnecki and kind of get after a little bit, and so did a great job there. And everybody had to contribute tonight. We went deep in our bench, because we had some sickness. Tanner wasn't 100% either, so just nice to see those kids come off the bench and contribute and do a nice job too.
Especially being a couple weeks off. You guys' last game was. Yeah. The girls have played 3 games since the last time you guys have played a game. For that time off, to come in and play this kind of a game like this and continue to battle, that's something that's got to be encouraging with a mentally tough team with a veteran team like what you have.
Definitely. I talked to Michael before the game, and he's like, well, do you like getting that time? I'm like, well, yeah, it's nice to have 6 days off. I go, but when we have to turn around and play you guys here, right after that break, not playing for almost a month, I go, that's tough. I go, I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. And so I thought for a while there you could see the rust, but our kids just responded in the end. It's crazy. I still can't believe we won that game.
What was it like with the guys in the huddle? We looked down a couple times, you and Coach Patrick having several conversations real quick, but your guys in the huddle, what was it like having that group really focus in when it really mattered the most?
It's nice, they rely on us, and they look to us, and we got to make good decisions. And we were just talking about things that do we want somebody on the ball, off the ball, who are we going to foul? How are we going to foul that guy? How are we going to get him the ball? They did a nice job trying to avoid those things too. So it was kind of a chess match, and our kids did a nice job responding to that, and listen to what we have to say and execute it.
Well, if you want to get shocked into 2025, the guys had to do that here tonight. You want to take your blood pressure medication for a game. This is obviously that game.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I was literally out of breath there still, but just proud of our guys. Like I said, these guys could be really good this year, and this is a really good basketball team, and just proud of the way they battled, and we may have to play these guys again. So well, and you got a tough little stretch coming up here. You got Glenn at home. You got to play Culver back-to-back before regular season, and then in Dwight County. Then, of course, the marathon that is Dwight County. To start off this way has got to be something for this group to really have some momentum going into those next couple weeks. Definitely. We needed some confidence. I think, some of our guys. I thought this was a good game for maybe Julian to get some confidence in himself and realize he's a good basketball player. He just got to believe in himself and attack and be aggressive, and that's what we want him to do. And so, we can get there. I like where we're headed. I like our pieces. We just got to keep continuing to grow each and every game.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, we'll let you get down. I know you got some other stuff to get going here, but I'll sign off. Well, Triton wins here this one. A nail-biter here at the end, 49-48. It all came down. Triton, like we said, trailed 11-0 after that fourth quarter run by LaVille, but LaVille team, a team to keep an eye out on. But I'm going to sign it out here for tonight with Andy O'Hara with